check. 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up. Then it bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then it bust it open for your B-O-Y. Then it for your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bust or not.
Come on, blaze. So you know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
What's up? What's up? I am here. How y'all doing? Come on in. Get the likes up on the video. This one might be good tonight. This one might be good. Come on in. Get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. I hope y'all are doing well. Oh, girl, I ain't even put my little lip gloss on, honey. Hold on. Let me drink me some water. Sorry. Y'all come on in. Get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. We are here. Yes, we is. We here. We here. I hope it's not acting funny on this end because it looked like it did. Let me see. Yeah, it looked like it did. It looked like it was skipping a little bit, but we're back. We got a show today. Come on in, get the likes up on the video, y'all. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the dollhouse. Welcome to the dollhouse. Welcome to everybody. Special shout out to my members and all my acorns in the building. Y'all, it's Thursday evening. Karlissa cussed me out. We got to talk about that. The people done called CPS on Chrisean. Not a whole church bullying the lady who called CPS. But I told y'all that church wasn't no good. We got that. What else? We got Blueface and his circus. Latto came out and said that did I write her in the thing? I know I put her on the thumbnail. But Latto responds to the pregnancy stuff. She said, mind y'all business. Her and her man is good. And then what else we got? Oh, Kandi. Kandi girl. The ink wasn't dry on the papers. And what you think Kandi was doing? Drop down in the comments. The judge didn't even lick the envelope to seal the paperwork to send it all off to the people. And where did you think Kandi was? Take a guess. Somebody drop down in the comments and take a guess where y'all thought baritone Burruss was. In front of somebody's microphone. Girl, listen. Say what I said about your girl. Kandi is going to do whatever she can to get in front of, they say, the strip club. That too. She was back scouting, walking up Figaro. Look, as a patron, not a member of the Figaro gang. She was walking up Figaro as a patron, looking for a duck. You get it? Anyway, no, for real, all jokes aside, I'm just playing with Kandi because I don't want her to get on here and get the dragon girl. It's not that big of a deal. But Kandi has this control thing in front of these podcasts. Kandi has done like 5 podcasts since the announcement came out 2 days ago. They only got 24 hours in a day. So I was of confusion how she did all these podcasts. We gonna get into it, y'all. Get on in here and get the likes up on the video. It's a lot going on. When I saw Karlissa cuss me out, y'all, first of all, I would have been flattered if she was somebody, but she's not. So I really saw it. At first, I saw it, and I just was like, girl, I'm not about to play with no Karlissa. Then something said, no, Voodoo. Go back and see what Karlissa had to say. And I ain't gonna lie, I read the first 2-3 sentences, and I stopped reading. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't care. So we're going to read it together. I don't know what she said. I kind of started listening to the little clip that she shared, but she shared a portion of the live that meant nothing. Of all of the horrible, bad things I said about Karlissa, you would think she would have shared some of the things where I called her an evil witch and said she sold her soul and her kid's soul, and she's possibly selling them grandkids. So I thought she would have shared that part, but she missed all of that. I don't know how she missed it. Maybe whoever sent her the live must have cut that part out. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, she missed all of that part, and then she put in the part where I was really sounding like I'm talking in circles, which I probably was, but she kind of like is going into detail, like I said, from the first 3 sentences I read as to how I don't know what I'm talking about. That's exactly when I knew what I was talking about. But come on in, get the likes up on the video. Let's get right on into the show. Now, before we do that, let me run these. I got a couple of honorable mentions for y'all. So run back to y'all right quick. Hold on. Get the likes up on the video. And shout out to everybody in the building. You know, I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. I would say I appreciate the Rockheads, but I don't. Let's make that a very clear thing. I will never appreciate y'all. As a matter of fact, other than engagement, I wish y'all were never here. You know what I'm saying? If I could have y'all engagement without you physically being here, I swear to God, I will find a way to block every Rockhead in the building. But I can't do that, so I gotta kind of like, you know, go with the flow. So anyways, I don't love everybody, but I do love a lot of people, especially the ones that I said to come on the chat, not the other ones. But hold on. I got a couple of honorable mentions. We got Kandi. Hold on. We talked about that earlier. We talked about that. Okay, let's start with Carissa. Karlissa, all the Issas got problems, okay? Yeah, hold on. Let me show y'all something. I've seen this movie so many times that I feel like I own it. I feel like I directed it and wrote it. Here go Claressa, one of the Essas. Here go Essa talking about how Pap got so much money that he paid for all the Claressa, whatever her name, Daggerissa stuff. Now, I'm going to be honest, y'all. Every time a woman do this, shortly after they nigga be proven to be a bum. So I don't know if you putting this witchcraft out here on your own, Clarissa, but girl, you just jinxed yourself. Now all of the tea that we didn't know about Pap about to come out just because you came on here and lied to our face. Let's get into Clarissa. Tell us her man got money. She said she don't pay for nothing. Her man reached down way down in his purse to pay for her stuff. Let's get into it.
But I will tell you something though. Pat pays my mortgage. Mm-hmm. He pays my car insurance and my car note. And what else do we do? I haven't paid for a flight or for a hotel in I don't know how long. Mm-hmm. That's a man right there. But I will tell you something though. Pat pays my mortgage. Mm-hmm. He pays my car insurance and my car note. And what else do we do? I haven't paid for a flight or for a hotel in I don't know how long. Mm-hmm.
So according to her, first of all, she lying. Because if he was taking care of you, you wouldn't have to list in detail the things that he was doing. What you'll be saying is, baby, I don't pay for nothing. You know what I'm saying? The way my man set up, when I go out, I sometimes don't even have to, he asked me why I even grab my bag. Like, other than needing ID, and then a lot of times because he know the places, they already know who we are. I don't need that. For the most part, I literally don't lift a finger. That's what she would have been saying if she was truly being taken care of by Pap. But when you got a woman who's lying, first of all, a woman who's never been taken care of. Secondly, a woman who's never been taken care of by a man who actually cares. And then third of all, a woman who wouldn't know what it looks like to be taken care of if somebody took care of her and tied her up in the basement. Because she's going off listing minute things. Oh, he pays my mortgage. Stop the cap. He pays my car note. Maybe. He probably paid it a couple of times. He pays my car insurance. One time you cash apped him the money and we went down there and paid it. Stop the cap, Karlissa, whatever your name is. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Claressa Shields, you're going for. Now, like I say, we done seen this movie before. Every time the girls come out here and lie about that nigga, the truth come out. This is why I'm starting a new campaign. Black women, when y'all get these nutting ass niggas, let's start a new campaign of telling us that at first. So that way we all on the same page. Nobody's waiting for the okie doke at the end. Everybody's up together. We know when y'all break up, that nigga ain't had nothing. We ain't nobody arguing about it. Ain't nobody tongue wrestling about it. We already know. You know what I'm saying? I think that should be the new wave. Other than lying about these niggas, because y'all always look stupid at the end. And to the girls who take care of their men, they be the ones in the comments saying, but see, it's sad because he a man. And as a man, he shouldn't want nothing from her. And while I tend to agree, girl, you can't be no new age fool all the time. Okay? Carissa, get off of here. Let me move on. Another I ain't gonna call her a cokehead because I ain't gonna call Clarissa a cokehead, but this one I would. This crackhead Amy, she came out of the woodworks to tell us she's doing okay. Look at what Amy had to say. Amy said, someone DM'd me and said, Amy, are you okay? Amy, are you okay? Are you okay, Amy? Michael Jackson, laughing emoji. She says, I needed that laugh. I screamed. I'm very sad right now, but I'm slowly getting back up. Even during this storm. Is it a snowstorm? Even during the storm, it says, God is in the room. Is he wearing all white? I'm just don't forget that. I'm actually captivated by what God is showing me during this storm. Oh, she definitely in Antarctica. It's a weird experience. Feels like death, but a beautiful rebirth. I'm listening, though. I got this. You got this. And Amy girl, we don't need to have it. We wasn't sitting in a car with a pound of cocaine. So I don't think it's us who need the uplifting words. It's you. And at the end of the day, girl, yeah, girl, did that nigga kick you out again? Is we getting another 911 tape of you out there begging the officer to tell that nigga unlock the door? Girl, how old Amy is? I ain't gonna Google because they gonna lie. Is you down there calling the sheriff? Do you have them people number on speed dial so they could tell that boy to let you back in the house? I swear on my mama, bitch, I will sell my coochie and my ass. Do you hear me? Before I have to be outside of a known celebrity's house banging on the door with the white boy sheriff behind me. I just can't do it. Bitch, please. I'd rather go left eye, bitch. We both will be outside chasing waterfalls. Don't play with no me. Oh, you want to lock me out? You'll be out there real soon. Stay right there. Stay right there. I ain't gonna tongue wrestle with your body. You want me to leave? All right, baby. Don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. We both gonna be outside. Don't worry about it. You know, they say when you put lime and lemon in water, it really don't quench your thirst. Because I'm just drinking this water down. I be pissing like a racehorse, huh? Girl. Y'all know what that mean, to piss like a racehorse? I used to hear my mama say that. And then I realized when I went to a racetrack that racehorses just piss all over the place. Girl, I'm talking about random. They could be in the middle of a race. They just pissing. So now I understand what the term means, to piss like a racehorse. But yeah, I've been drinking so much water, girl. It's got me pissing like a racehorse around here, girl. Then put the lemons and the limes in here. Girl, go to the bathroom and feel like I'm just pissing out the water I put in. Girl, it's a lot going on. Yeah, but I do feel refreshed. I do feel refreshed. You know what I'm saying? I do. I'm just telling you, I don't mean to be too graphic, y'all. But it do. When I go to the bathroom, it's like I just drink the water for it to come out the bottom half. That shit going down one tube and out the other. Do you hear me? Girl, listen, I'm just drinking water at this point for a hobby. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm just drinking it as a hobby, girl. I might make me some fruit water tomorrow. We might as well spice it up. I don't know. You know? Now we gotta move on. Let's get into Latto. Let's start with Latto. I think Latto is the best person to start with because Latto got a lot of backlash because Latto got pregnant by somebody else's husband. Well, yeah, technically. First of all, let me start with this. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. Nope, that's not his name. 21. And then, okay, hold on. Now, hold on. Let me pull this up because this don't make sense. We're going to put this all together. We're going to put 2 and 2 together before we get to Rockhead Land. Mm-hmm. So let's start here. Like the video, guys. I hope y'all are having a wonderful evening. Like the video. All right. Do you guys recall? Put a 3 in the chat if you old enough to remember the slut walk. If for those of you who are too young or wasn't privy and messy enough to understand what was going on during this time, 21 Savage was dating rapper's girlfriend, Kanye West's ex-girlfriend, Amber Rose, okay? It was a known public situation. 21 had just came into the rap game. This is before we knew he was over there in the British people. We didn't know he was a Brit, you know what I'm saying? So he comes out, he's with Amber Rose. Amber Rose is this half and half who's radical, clear girl, and she does this thing called the slut walk. The slut walk was basically for girls who are whores to celebrate themselves, according to Amber Rose. Well, her biggest cheerleader next to her was none other than her partner, her second half, 21 Savage, okay? That's his name. That's him right there with the sign that says I'm a hoe. Not only was he at the race to support his girl, he even went as far as dressing up like what's that clear man name that used to do the aerobics in the 80s, girl? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Used to put the headband around with the Jerry curl. He dressed up like him. Child had 21 out there looking a MESS mess. Do you hear me? And you know, I'll say this. This is our fault, Black America. Richard Simmons. That's who I'm looking for, Kandi. Thank you so much. Richard Simmons. That's who she had him out here looking like. But you know, this is our fault, Black America. Because this should have been a tall tale sign that nigga ain't one of us. Even a nigga who fall in love hell or high over water ain't about to put on no headband dressed like no goddamn Richard Simmons to go down there and support his old lady, okay? Let this be a lesson to you Negroes in the chat. Anytime you see some questionable stuff like that, if you gotta question it, he probably ain't even from Acorn. He ain't even from Acorn. Let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it there. He's a Brit. No shade. Shout out to the Brits. This is no shade. It's just that he was cosplaying. We thought he was one of us, okay? But why is this important? 21 Savage was very out loud and proud when he was with the love of his life, who I believe to be. And the reason being is because any man that will make a fool of himself for a woman, that is the love of their life. As you can see, before and after that, we have not seen 21 make a fool of himself since. However, during this era, he couldn't do nothing more but be a fool for his woman, the woman that he loved, which was Amber Rose. Now, I'm saying all that to say because this ties into to Latto. Now, we all know Latto has announced her pregnancy, and Latto has come out and basically said, hey, y'all, you know, I got a baby on the way. She said, happy hoes ain't hating, hating hoes ain't happy. You feel what I'm saying? Now, a lot of the people in the chat was like, girl, but how you gonna have a baby on the way and act like it's all good when, girl, your whole brand is about you not being nobody baby mama. Like, you're the prize. Like, these men are supposed to cherish you and run behind you. Like, you're literally going against the brand. Like, what are you doing? And Latto didn't say much. Now, I'm going to tell you what I believe. I believe that the industry forced her to get pregnant and it forced her to tarnish her brand. I'm not going to tongue wrestle and get into the details on why I think that, but if you know, you know. If you know how the industry is ran, then that doesn't sound too far-fetched. I believe that this is something forced, okay? However, if we're going to go with the move of this is natural, then it literally would mean that everything Latto said all this time was capped. It would also mean that if it is true that her and 21 was dating all this time on the low, then that would mean two things. Number one, she is not the big mama that she say she is. And then number two, it would also mean that he doesn't see the value in her as he did in Amber Rose. Because if he did, when she announced her pregnancy, you're not going to make me believe that 21 Savage wouldn't have been the first one at the doggone gender reveal where it's a boy or it's a girl. You know what I mean? Like, he would have been I'm talking about if he would have had to dress up as a clown or as a caricature for the party, he would have gone all out. Not because I know him personally, but because I've seen him do it for another woman. So again, I'm not a fan of Latto. I don't know none of her music except what I heard on the radio. I throw that ass back and see if he could catch it. I ain't athletic, but this 10 is for the necklace. I know that song. But I don't know none of the little girl songs. But I know a lot of people went in the uproar on the internet because her image was tarnished. And it was tarnished because I told y'all, first of all, rappers are storytellers. It's not just the niggas that y'all think the only rappers that lie are the ones who talk about selling drugs. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. All rappers are storytellers. They write fantasy and put it on a song. And what's happening here is what you're finding out is the truth. What was all along. Latto has never been the girl that you thought she was. What it was the industry put this whole big back screen behind her, backed her with money, resources and all these things. And now that they're taking away a little bit of that leeway and forcing her to be her true self, you're starting to see the veil is lifting. You get it? Like the lies are being exposed, you know? And I will say this, I never listened to this young lady, but if her messaging was what I heard, meaning not being a baby mama, getting plan Bs, and I don't know if that's what the case, but if it was something on the level of opposite of that, then I think it was a good message. I think actually, you know what I'm saying? It was probably one of the better messages. Rather it be a lie or not, I'd rather fool girls into doing right than to fool them into doing wrong. But I will say, y'all got to open y'all eyes because I saw the disappointment over the internet between TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. And I said, damn, that's because y'all put too much stock into these people. These are regular people, okay? These are not nobody that, you know, I don't want y'all to think of these people like they're guys or something because they're not. They really not. Now, Latto has spoken out. Hold on. Latto has spoken out about the situation. Let me pull her up. Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me a second. Matter of fact, I could probably pull it from here because she has done a few press and she spoke about what was going on. I'm going to share that video here with y'all in a second. So let's get into it. And this is from an article. It says, let me see, can I click on it this way? All right. Sorry, y'all. It says, Latto explained why she keeps her relationship with 21 Savage private. Now, it seems to me Latto done a few articles here recently. Oh, and also I saw 21 Savage shared her album cover on his story. Now, remember, we're going from 21 Savage being so proud with his woman that he's dressed up like Richard Simmons with a sign that says, I'm a hoe. We went from that to 21 Savage, like I said, sharing a story post. It says, Latto explains why she keeps her relationship with 21 Savage private. She says she does not want people to focus on her personal life. She wants them to focus on her music. Pause. Your music is about your personal life. You can't separate the two. She also said they have been together for many years and she feels happy and safe in the relationships. So she believes there's nothing to explain or to prove to anyone. Again, if you are the bad bitch you proclaimed and I'm just capping and you really is about what your raps are about, now my confusion comes in as to why doesn't he scream your praise to the mountaintop like he did Amber Rose? And I would say maybe because Amber Rose was biracial, but hell, you are biracial too. And if you ask me, you look a little prettier than Amber Rose today. I'm going to be honest. Today, I would say she's prettier than Amber Rose. So I don't understand why he's not screaming, like I said, at the top of some mountain saying, this is my woman. She's pregnant with my seed. I love her, whatever she need. If she need me to act as a human stroller, I will. Like, this is what this nigga's supposed to be doing. Not because he's required to, but because you rap like that's what he's required to do. Don't let that go over your head. See, y'all got to start holding these people accountable because people want to talk one way and do another thing. You see what I'm saying? Like I say, he got pictures with him and the ex, him and the other kids and all that stuff. Yet and still you on here posting pictures at a doggone a photo shoot with a mystery hand behind you. For all we knew, that shit could have been AI. We don't know who that was. But this is what she's downgraded to. And again, this is just me going off of what the people on the internet are saying with their disappointment. You know what I'm saying? Then they say she just had this thing, this paper magazine with Nene in them. I guess so. Oh, okay. So that's what it is. She's having the paper magazine cover release for her album, and she's got all of the ATL girls down there. As you can see, Phaedra, Nene, and all of the other girls are there.
Yeah, that's money right there.
That's the money right there. That's money right there.
Yeah, that's money right there.
That's the money right there.
So as you can see, she's turning up, having a good time. Her paper whatever magazine, album, whatever that is, that's popping for her. And she's just trying to play it off like she's having a good time and living la vida loca. But I'm telling you now, she's not. That nigga done paraded another bitch. You're not about to tell me she don't want to be paraded. And Phaedra does give me very fake right here, huh? That fake ass lad. Girl, Phaedra, go lay. And shout out to Phaedra. I like Phaedra. But go lay, Phaedra, please. Who all at this party? Is that Rudy? Who all at the party, girl? Where Toya at? You know she don't miss an event. Uh-huh. Who all these people is? Y'all know these people? That one here look like Rudy. I don't know who all down at the party. All I know is they say the girls was having a gay old time, and insert the pun, because it's Atlanta. You never know. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they started asking her about her lyrics, where she was saying Big Mama, no kids. And this is what she also had to say. It says, Latto tells Paper Magazine that she wasn't pregnant when she recorded her controversial Big Mama, no kids verse on Summer Walker's Go Girl. I recorded that verse almost 2 years ago. I was not pregnant. I'm not a cap ass bitch. Let me clear that up. So I don't know if this Go Girl song is just starting to make waves in the internet or in the industry, or if it's an old song that's just resurfacing. Either way, she had some lyrics on this song with her, Doja Cat, and who's the girl? It was Latto, Doja Cat, and Summer Walker. And the intro to her verse is Big Mama, no kids. And literally when she announced that she was pregnant, everybody went back to that verse like, girl, I thought you said Big Mama, no kids. Like, what's tea? So anyway, because I don't want to waste too much time on this, let's be clear. Latto is the perfect example of what happens when you talk a game or talk one way and live another. Ain't nothing wrong with capping. I'm just saying you got to be ready to take the L when it gets put out there. Okay. And let me just add this too. Oh yeah, this is when 21 shared the story to his post. This is what she get from 21. A story post. Mind you, let's not forget. Look at what Amber Rose got. You see what Amber Rose got? Look at what Amber Rose got. Let it sink in. I need y'all to breathe it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. That's what Amber Rose got. You see that? Because see, I'm the type of bitch, I don't give a damn what a nigga say. I want to see what the nigga gonna do. You see what I'm saying? Girl, the nigga gonna talk 90 going west. Girl, don't care. What is the nigga gonna do? Amber Rose have a forever photo of this nigga running up the street with a sign saying I'm a hoe too. And she got a story post. He didn't even put no heart emojis after it. Girl, that nigga wouldn't even put a heart emoji on it. Okay. And also let me just say this. I don't know this young lady, but I will say I find that it's funny that all of our representation coming out the hood always got to be somebody racially ambiguous and or mixed race. Now, it's not a problem that she's mixed race. Oh, look at this video. This is the one that was going viral of him. I guess he was walking, and that's Kendall Jenner, and he was like standing on the wall. Look at what she posted. She posted the Lil Jon song To the Window to the Wall, because it's like a hidden known secret that they dating, but they've never came out publicly and said that they together. So now he's hugging the wall, walking, and she really thinks she Big Mama in the stories, talking about To the Window to the Wall. Girl, bye. Anyway, I was saying all that to say this. I've noticed that a lot of Black American representation is always somebody racially ambiguous who's conveniently Black when it lines their pockets. Here's an old video of Mulatto, because that's what she is. That's what she identifies as, and Black Americans need not be feeling no type of way about it. But this is her talking about who she is and how basically because she was lighter skinned, and I'm not even mad at that, because she talks about being lighter skinned, being bullied. I don't care about that. I want y'all to pay attention toward the end of this, because a lot of these people is up here cosplaying in front of y'all face, okay? Now, Latto supposed to be Big Mama, Black girl, but prior to that, she was something different. Don't get on here and tell me she could change her mind. No, she can't. Your identity is who you are, okay? She is who she is. She's just playing in your face to get your money, okay? I want to show y'all this video of Latto explaining how she feels being light-skinned and how she identifies. Mulatto or biracial, not Black, not white. And she's not wrong. Let me make sure this is clear. She's not wrong for not identifying Black or white. That's not what I'm saying. I just want to point out that she's not Black. Let's get into it.
So, was there any issues at school, or did everyone not really make it a big deal?
It was definitely a lot of issues in school. You know, when you're light skinned, you pretty, they kind of associate you with the stereotypical light skin. I think I'm all that girl. So I definitely dealt with a lot of bullying and things like that.
Okay, but did you identify as Black or mixed or what? Exactly?
I don't like identifying with anything like specific. I rather, if I have to be something, I would say I'm biracial, mulatto. I don't like saying I'm white or Black.
Oh.
And you know what? Like I said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the way she identifies. I just need everybody to keep that same energy. As a biracial person, I think she has every right to identify however she wants to, but I need us to keep that same energy. And let's be clear. Mulatto probably thought because she's biracial and that's a nappy head nigga from Great Britain, he was gonna fall at her knees. Especially watching the way he fell at Amber Rose's knees. Get me up here. I'm telling you what went through that girl's head. I'm Latto. I'm mulatto. I'm pretty. I'm biracial. I got good hair. I'm fine. All the niggas want me. You a nappy head nigga from Great Britain. You supposed to be all over me. Especially after me watching you be all over Amber Rose. You definitely got to be over me. But she's not getting that. And a lot of people saying that the lady he married to is for citizenship, but they got 3 Black ass kids he got a Black ass wife with 3 Black ass kids. So the women who be saying stuff like that is the one saying, he's a good man, Savannah. He's just in a rough spot. That's all. That's y'all. That's y'all up there making all these excuses, talking about he just in a good spot. Girl, bye. Bye. Okay? Let's move on, because I don't want to be all night on here. Let's move to Kandi. I'm so tired of talking about Kandi, girl. Let's get to Kandi. Every man. Let's get to Kandi. Kandi girl, you're all my world. Let's get Kandi on here. So Kandi has been announced. They done settled the divorce. Her and Renham Spoon's tied. And we're going to get into what they say that doesn't happen. Now, remember, Kandi was on here playing like she didn't want us in her business. Kandi was taking every opportunity to go around the world to tell everybody that she want us out of her business and ask the judge to seal up all the paperwork. And the judge told her, hell no. He said, now I'll seal up a couple of things, but bitch, you gonna run this tea, okay? So at the end of the raid, baritone Burruss dropped her voice down 3 octaves to come to the internet and explain to us what the judgment was. She's gone to many platforms to tell us stuff that we don't really care, girl. All we know is you taking an L, and that's okay because it's life. We all take L's. Like, what's the tea? But it's Kandi. Kandi girl. I'm so tired of Kandi, bitch. This whole name been on my tongue for 7 whole days like bald head Tony, bitch. I'm tired. I'm tired. Kandi, wrap this up expeditiously. Please, wrap it up. Why you wasn't at the party with Latto and them? That's what you should have been doing. Instead of running down to the goddamn interview place, you should have been at the party with Latto looking for a new trick or somebody to bring down to the dungeon. Let's go over these alleged details because I don't believe these details neither. But apparently, so Todd Renham Spoons, he's going to walk away with at least close to $500,000, some vehicles and some other things. Now, they don't want to give us all the tea about this child support. And according to Kandi, let her tell it ain't no child support. I doubt it. But we going to let her live. Let's get into it. Kandi and Todd's divorce settlement. Okay, this is what they're saying so far. They're sharing custody of their children, but she controls their passports. Okay. Kandi only has to pay Todd a $426,000 lump sum, no child support or spousal support. Pause. We're talking about $426,000 liquid cash. We're talking about log into your Bank of America or log into your Chase, and you got enough money in there to where you could transfer $426,000 out, and you good. This is how I need y'all to think of this, because y'all are saying Kandi only has to pay. Kandi only. This is $500,000 cash money, bitch. No checks, no credit, liquid. Okay? Now, I'm not saying she can't afford it. Obviously, she could if that's what they settled on. But what I need you guys to do is use your critical thinking skills. Let's put our thinking caps on. Without knowing what Kandi has in her pocket, I'm telling you that $426,000 of liquid cash is a lot of money for Kandi to pay. I don't give a damn what you believe in your head about how much assets this girl got in network and all of that. $426,000 is a lot to pay. Hell, Tasha ain't even covered that in the Cardi B debt yet. And she paying 20 racks a month. Is it clicking yet? Just keep that in mind, because y'all live on the internet and y'all get to be acting like y'all don't know real life. Okay, so let's get back into it. So $426,000 lump sum, no child support or spousal support. He had to pay her $38,000 to settle the balance on their Hawks season tickets, which she kept, obviously, because she's going to do some business. And then it says, he gets 6 of their cars. She gets 5. He gets to move out of their guest house in 15 days. So I saw somebody say, well, what he need with 6 cars for? The same thing she needed for. The same thing. As a matter of fact, the exact same thing. So with his new life and his new starter money and his 6 cars that he can turn into liquid, he can start a whole new life. And this is the gag. People might sit up here and say, oh, well, he still got to take care of them kids. As long as they got a mama named Kandi, them kids going to always be taken care of. As a matter of fact, he will be taken care of as collateral because he's the father of them kids. Todd won. If Todd never married Kandi, we would never know who he is. He'd be some little bitty nigga that's living up in Jersey, probably trying to keep that apartment somewhere, trying to figure life out. He would be probably still going show to show trying to make his big break. The nigga won, bruh. He won. And y'all saying, well, she only got to pay him $426,000. Okay, because everybody got $426,000 in their account that they could just say, okay, draft it out. Yeah, because most of these celebrities are so rich that they all got $426,000 so where they could just be like, yeah, you could just take it out of my check-ins and my savings. You could just pull a little from my savings, add that to the check-in, and you could just draft it from the, because that's what y'all acting like. Y'all acting like these people rolling like this, and I'm appalled. I'm appalled. But that's the internet for you. That's the internet for you. If y'all think Kandi won in this, then why is Kandi going on all of these doggone interviews to explain how she didn't lose? I'm going to ask you again. If y'all think Kandi won in this, then why is she going on interview after interview after interview to tell you that she won or she didn't lose? It makes no sense. Speaking of interviews, let's get into a little bit of the Kandi girl. So Kandi girl, since the paperwork dropped, first of all, she jumped out the window saying, this not true. That's not true. Because remember they had the $2 million settlement that they said she had, or they said Ty was getting. She couldn't wait to come on here and tell y'all that was a lie. Let's get into this interview. Is this that? Oh, I thought that was that weird ass nigga she be with Ace. Anyways, A1 or whatever his name is. Here's Kandi on one podcast. Kandi been on like 6 podcasts since the paperwork dropped. Here's Kandi on one podcast explaining what's true and what's not true about her divorce. Like the video.
Addressing just the recently fresh headline that you paid Ty $2 million and are paying him.
True.
It's not true.
No.
So we're debunking it. It's coming straight from Kandi because, you know, they said a source said. So from Kandi says.
That is not true. I don't want to give too much because, you know, I'm doing my one moment show.
I know. I heard about it. Go ahead and talk.
And so it's called Kandi. I did, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And overall, it's really going to be my creative take on how I'm feeling right now. You know, anytime I go through something, I always vent creatively, whether it's venting in the songs I wrote for people or venting like when we did the play A Mother's Love,
right,
or when we did the Dungeon Tour. Right. It's always like something that happens that's crazy in my life. That's the way I vent.
Right.
But in fairness, Todd and I was just on our kids' field trip yesterday. And you know, he was like, what? Why do people, you know?
He did just post you and say your ass ain't done. He just posted that.
He had the nerve to send that to me. Talking about, thank you. You can thank me later or something. I'm like, boy, bye. I do appreciate his support, but yeah, we're done.
Okay. They're done. And last but not least, being that you're done, you know, you recently finalized your divorce. What does this new Kandi bring to just your newly single womanhood?
I don't know. It's new. Like, I mean, we have to, you know, the judge still have to sign off on our thing.
Right.
So, you know, I guess it will be official soon. And I'm just going to feel my way out to see what that's like.
Are you keeping the last hyphenated name Tucker?
Yeah, because my little kids said Ace Tucker and Blaze Tucker.
Right.
And then I got Riley Burruss. So I still want them all to feel their mama is connected to them. So
stop that ugly ass shit. Them children don't give a damn if your last name is theirs. Y'all, women, stop lying. Stop lying. On average, children don't give a damn what their mama last name is. Ain't no child running around like, oh my God, my life is in shambles. My mama got a different last name. Girl, you dumb. I grew up with a mama with a different last name. Come on, man. Stop the cap. You don't have to keep these niggas' last names for these kids. Stop lying. You not keeping it for them kids because them kids ain't going to ask you about your last name. It's for you. It's for you. It's not for the kids. Riley is 35. She don't give a damn about your last name being no Burruss or Tucker. She don't give a damn. Riley damn near got grandchildren. She about to get married. She don't care what your last... Oh, because of Riley. Girl, please. Girl, stop the... Girl, y'all blows me, girl.
Yeah, I'm keeping it. I don't use that for any business or anything. Like, it's still Kandi Burruss as far as anything,
Mhm.
business is concerned.
Definitely.
But when you come up to the school, if you want to still call me Tucker, use Tucker.
Yeah,
that's
you Tucker.
fine.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. All
Or
right.
just call me Kandi. That's
Just
what I.
okay, so we just gonna call it Kandi.
Girl. I got another interview to show y'all. Then she went to the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa interviewed her. Again, Kandi has to control the narrative. Let's get into it.
Like, why would the other side, why would Todd's side not want it to be sealed?
I couldn't understand it for a minute, you know what I mean? But I think, the way he explained it to me was that he wanted it to be clear, like he wasn't trying to take me for everything I had or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I think, obviously that is the narrative, always, people always want to, like, as far as even when our relationship the whole time we've been together, it's like, that's the narrative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And although, there were things, that were, I guess, said as, I don't know, I don't want to say threats, but as, possibilities of things that could happen when they were first filing things. That was never him fighting a prenup was never a conversation they had with me, or never a conversation that was had with my attorney. So I think overall, I guess at the end of the day, when it was all said and done, I guess he just felt like he wanted it to be clear, like, he didn't try to do
Take anything financially. I ask, why would the other?
Thank you, Henry, for the super chat. For the Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Henry, for the generous Cash App. Let me say this when it comes to Kandi. Again, in life, especially in divorce, you're gonna take a L. If you're lucky, you walk away with the same way you came in with. But you're gonna take L's, okay? As far as the last name, as far as the new norm and all of this stuff, this is all Kandi going around controlling the narrative. Like I said from the very beginning, she just wants you to know what she wants you to know, how she wants you to know it, okay? At the end of the day, you got to keep in mind with Kandi, this is no shade, but I know she's gonna take it as that. Kandi is a woman of age. And Kandi lives in the city where she's very soulful. She has a very soulful reputation in the city, okay? So honestly, even if Kandi wanted to date, in my opinion, I would think that Kandi would need to date out the race or definitely out the city, because she's very known in the city of the ATL for a few things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But again, who am I? I'm just saying, girl, stop with the interviews. Let's wrap this up. Ty got his money. He probably gonna put him a down payment on a new condo or something. They say he around there playing in the real estate. You feel me? You over here with a one-woman show with somebody else woman. So y'all doing good. I don't believe you ain't paying him no child support. I want to know who got the custody, but you don't want to tell us that though, huh? Anyways, Kandi, the paperwork is dry. $450,000 to almost $500,000 is a good amount of money for somebody to be giving away. And honestly, I think that Black American women need to not brush this off, because don't get mad about this and feel some type of way and then turn around and be a duck goose like Kandi. Take Kandi's situation and learn from it. Stop getting bum ass niggas, because that's what Ty was when she found him. Stop getting bum ass niggas and trying to make them up to be something that they're not. It's one thing to find a nigga who don't have much, or a man who don't have much, and he has goals and aspirations, and then y'all work together, and then that's one thing. But y'all be getting some bums and putting these rich costumes on them like they somebody they not, and I'm tired of it. So please do not disregard what you're seeing. Take Kandi's situation as a lesson. Learn it. Let's move on. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Let's jump really quickly to Blueface and them before we get into Chrisean and me getting cussed out by Karlissa. Get the likes up on the video. Like the video, please, and thank you. Mo3 Section, thank you so much, Mo3 Section historian. She says, it's a voodoo doll. Girl, I ran so fast to the comments with my Vaseline. Karlissa don't want none. Just know I got your back, fade. Oh, thank you. Girl, I wasn't worried about no Karlissa, girl. Karlissa, the last person I was worried about. But we going to get into her in just a second because she thought she cussed me out, girl. We going to get into it. Like I said, of all the things I could have said or that I did say, I thought she would respond to, she didn't. That goes to show me that I was right. But we going to get into it. What you cooking? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey, boo, love you down. # babe. Yes, and speaking of babe, y'all, if y'all in the chat and y'all would like to support the doll, please go down and get you some babe gear. Babe is the new wave. Black Americans versus everybody, y'all. I got shirts, hats, and I got some other stuff I'm working on. If you want to support the doll, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you can't see the link, it is voodoodolltvshop.com. Thank you so much. What you cooking? That's voodoodolltvshop.com to get your babe gear. Pull up and get some. Okay, we the people. Thank you for the super chat. Says, wait, you on the docket today, girl? Yeah, Karlissa cussed me out. Yes, she did. Cussed my ugly ass out, and we gotta Josie. Yes, we do. Thank you, we the people. Mariah, is that how you say your name? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Moreos QS. I'm so sorry if I'm messing your name up. Thank you again for the super chat. She says, Voodoo girl, missed you, looking gorgeous. Thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you. What you cooking? Thank you for the super chat. Says, hopefully her next tour, the label don't force her to bring the child out like Barney B. You mean like this? Hold on. Because it's coming. I know what you talking about. For y'all who don't know, hold on. Let me show y'all what they talking about. Because you know these celebrities, they make these celebrities sacrifice their kids. So Cardi B apparently Cardi B had to bring her kids. God, I done took myself off the screen. Apparently Cardi B had to bring her kids out on the screen or on the concert tour because, girl, ain't nobody else there for nothing else. Look at Culture and Couture. Let me turn that music off. My bad. Look. So that's what you're speaking about, what you're cooking, for those who want to know. At least, she said, at least we'll know, I guess, when we know if Latto have to bring her child out on the stage. This is a ritual, okay? These celebrities that bring these children out in front of y'all is a ritual. But anyways, this is exactly what she's talking about. But again, Cardi can't dance, she can't sing, she can't rap. She might as well bring the churn out. I mean, why not? She can't do nothing else. I mean, you know. At any rate, child. Get the likes up on the video. Various Growth. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think that's it. All right, we got to move back into the show, y'all. Like the video. Now we're going to get, Blueface. That's where I was going. Blueface. So, okay, y'all. Blueface is trying to keep the circus afloat. You know, he just lost that fight over there with Aiden. And according to Whack 100, him and Aiden, or Whack 100 and, I'm sorry. Did I show y'all this from Kandi too while we here? I might as well. I forgot. This is another interview Kandi did that I want to show y'all before we move on. Let me show y'all this interview. Since I shared it, I said I must have shared it for y'all to see. My bad.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to seal our divorce, meaning like seal our paperwork, so every time something was filed, it wouldn't be public.
Right.
Okay, yeah. They, on the other side, chose not to. So for me, it's like every time something is filed, then the bloggers get it, the people are talking about it, and they're able to, say what they want about create their own story from whatever is filed. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
So for me, it's like, sometimes, I want to talk about it. I didn't say as much as I really have wanted to say.
Right.
Because overall, it's like, sometimes when some of that stuff is filed and, people are running with it, it's annoying. You want to be like, nah, but see,
right.
Of course, you know what I'm saying? Because it's already public, you know what I mean? But and then in the very beginning, when I first filed, I thought that, you know, people would say something about it, you know, like the day that it was filed, but I thought it was going to kind of fade.
Go away.
But then it was like,
oh man,
way bigger than I'm sure either one of us expected it to be. We literally would have a court session.
Yeah.
And bloggers were logging on and were on our Zoom court.
You got to be kidding me.
I promise you. I promise you.
Okay, so
like,
now
they would file to be pressed in our Zoom court.
So
I'm sitting there, and you know how you on Zoom. Zoom is very personal. It's not like you just in the room and people off in the back. Like, you're literally in my face.
Right.
I'm looking at you.
Are you serious?
Yes. And so it was, you know, it's hard to, you know, not, you know, sometimes want to speak out. And like I said, you know, people like, oh, she talked about it a lot. Like, honestly, there's so much that I did not say. You know, some things, obviously, you know, people are run with because it's in the paperwork. So, you know,
yeah,
they talking about it.
Yeah. But it's like, now that you explained it, it's like, I want to tell my story before the bloggers tell it, you know? So,
I'm not doing it before. I'm doing it in my own creative way.
Okay.
So basically, I decided to do my own one-woman show.
I like it.
In an intimate setting. It's going to be at City Winery.
Okay.
April 27th.
Yes, ma'am.
You definitely want to see it.
Okay.
Y'all know I just came off Broadway, so I know how to put a show together.
You really do.
I know how to put a show together. It's going to give you all the things, the drama, the entertainment, the interaction with the crowd, and the music. It's giving you everything.
All right, that was Kandi. I would just wonder too. I was thinking to myself, I would wonder if Kandi would have filed the same motion if they weren't bloggers. Like, say for instance, they were regular press, like regular TMZ. I wonder if Kandi would have filed the same motion. I highly doubt it. Something in my heart tells me that just because they were bloggers and probably black, she was like, hell no, get him up out of here. I'm just saying. All right. Oh, and this is another thing too. Now, Tasha K reporting this. I don't know if it's true, but Tasha K reporting that it is confirmed that Glorilla is pregnant. I didn't say it. This is what Tasha said. So don't come over here dragging for me. Wrong bald head bitch. It's the other one. Tasha. Tasha reported this on her Instagram. Let's read it. It says exclusive, fresh on Tasha Wino's desk. It says Glorilla is in fact reportedly 5 months pregnant by Brandon Ingram. Listen, $120 million in 3 years and no side babies in sight. I might get pregnant too. There you go throwing shade at Cardi. That's why she wants your head off your shoulders, girl. And at least he claims her and he ain't married to no other woman. Oh, that's my Latto. Girl, listen. So again, I know the rumors have been out that Latto was pregnant. Not Latto. We know she's pregnant. Glow was pregnant. According to Tasha K, it's confirmed. I don't know it to be true. Tasha K said it. So I just wanted to add that up there too. Because I did forgot to put that out there. All right. Blueface. That's where I was going with this. Blueface. So Blueface has been trying to keep the circus afloat, y'all. You know, he just lost his fight with Aiden Ross. Yeah, Aiden Ross and that other black, big fat black dude. He just lost that fight. And after he lost that fight, him and Whack 100 and them are claiming or alleging or planning to sue Aiden and the company. Well, since then, remember, he still has to work for a living. The way Blueface works now is streaming. I remember when he first came home, he wanted nothing to do with the streaming. But however, now he understands that's the only way for him to eat. So he has been on the stream a lot with him and Nevaeh. And for those who don't know who Nevaeh is, she's the new girl who he got pregnant. We've spoken about her on this show. So he's gotten this new girl, Nevaeh, pregnant. Some girl who he used to mess with for a long time. But mind you, he still sleeps with Jaden. This is according to them, not me. So him still sleeping with Jaden, they do, I guess what he does is he gets them on stream to embarrass them, to get the likes of the subscribes and get them to keep viral. So what he's been doing is basically putting Jaden on stream and then making her looking stupid. And I don't blame him. Gone are the days where we put all the blame on these men when these women are willingly participating in their own abuse. I'm not 100% blaming Blue like I didn't 100% blame him with Rockhead. Jaden got to take some of this too. Just because she got 2 babies by this nigga do not mean she need to be sleeping with this man. Because according to him, they still sleep together. And who knows where Blue put that little Petey bird at? Girl, you risking all kind of stuff just to say you loving on this nigga. And I ain't here to judge you because I done been with a nigga who cheats. My ex-husband was one of them niggas. I know exactly how it feels. But what I'm saying is, being somebody who done made it out, and thank God I didn't catch nothing, especially nothing heavy, that you should probably rethink this, playing in this circus with Blueface, because he gonna give you something that's gonna take you up out of here. Because I believe that nigga be messing with punks and everything. Okay? So anyway, I wanted to show y'all a little bit of the back and forth where, first of all, Journey around there cussing everybody out. Journey need her mouth washed out with soap. Oh, yeah, we're not going to act like that's cute because it's not. Every time you turn around, Journey cussing. But the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And that's between her mom and her greedy grandma, Karlissa. Yeah, I said it. So at the end of the day, Journey need her goddamn mouth washed out with soap. A little girl that pretty do not need to be running around here cussing like a sailor. I know she was born from Popeye in Olive Earl, but that don't have nothing to do with this child running around here cussing like a goddamn pirate. Okay? But anyways, let's get into them little back and forth with him antagonizing Jaden and she letting him. And then him admitting or having her admit that she's still sleeping with him. Weird dynamic.
Y'all want to know why he gave me money? This is why he gave me money. Tell him why you want to, because you want to be so fucking messy, right? Tell him why.
All I'm saying,
it's fine. How am I pocketing? I've never said. What have I said? What did I say?
You don't need nothing. I know you don't ask for nothing.
I didn't ask you for nothing. I didn't ask you for anything. I still haven't asked you.
So why'd I give it?
Why'd you give it to me? Why'd you give it to me? Because you're a weird ass nigga. You're a loose ass nigga. No, you're a loose ass nigga. He handed me his phone. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened.
Okay.
He handed me his phone. He handed me his phone, and he over here sending thousands of dollars. And I said, "Oh, if you sending thousands of dollars, you might want to send that my way because I'm your baby mama. So you might want to actually, with babies that are actually here, you might want to send that my fucking way because I'm real cool. I don't need you for shit. He's been here months and months and months. I have paid my own rent, my own shit, my own everything. He has not given me shit. He comes over to my house, eats my fucking pork chops. Okay, so he has not. I have not asked him for shit." But don't be handing me your phone trying to find an email for me. Like you set me up. You wanted me to see that. You wanted me to see your little Cash App and shit. So send me that too.
So can I
send me that too. Send me that too. No, we're not getting into the nitty gritty. That's what it is. Send me that too. And then he did.
So she.
Okay. As you can see, things are getting a bit heated. This video was the one where she was talking about him sending her money. And according to Jaden, why are you sending her money? You need to be sending me money because I am the baby mama. But what Jaden don't understand is she's no longer the baby mama. He got other baby mamas, and Nevaeh is another baby mama. Look.
Mr. Porter.
How big is he, man?
You are Key.
My boy Solar in there.
Mr. Porter.
How big is he, man?
You not the baby mama no more, girl. See, it was cute against Rockhead because you actually had the kids. But girl, you not the baby mama no more. You not the baby mama no more. He got another baby on the way. Yay. He got another baby on the way. And he about to treat this girl the same way he treats you. Because see, this is what Jaden had over Chrisean. First of all, they all knew that Junior wasn't his. So there's that. Secondly, no shade, but I got to say this part out loud. In Jaden's mind, that baby handicapped. He don't even want that baby. So she did not have to compete with him with the kids. She didn't have to compete with him with Rock or none of that. Because she, in her mind, Junior was tainted. That's no competition. But this one here, that's different. That's different. And this is why every time you turn around, Jaden online windmilling recently because Blueface is either giving time, money, and or attention to somebody else. And what she's going to have to be okay with is, girl, that's how I go. That's literally how it goes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull up this other video to show y'all. It was another video where she was on here talking about if she's sleeping with him. I'm like, what? And he was like, so you acting like you're not sleeping with me? And she was like, boy, what? And he was like, you acting like you're not sleeping with me, and made her admit that they sleeping together. You can't make this up. Hold on. Let me pull this video for y'all to see.
He didn't do anything. Oh, I see what's happening here.
That's
Y'all
my
see what's
dick.
going on?
That's
Chat?
my dick.
Y'all see what's
That's
going
my
on,
dick.
chat?
That's my
You
dick.
released the trailer, and it's like it's just a whole nother thing going on right here. We got Mr. Dunkin' Donuts himself. I wish you could have seen what he said earlier. He tried to play like he didn't say that. He was laughing. He hysterical laughed. You was like he was over here trying to do a dunk for like 7 minutes.
Mind you, we're not gonna brush over the fact that during the Mad Day, Jaden brought up the fact that she's been taking care of herself. She said, as a matter of fact, Blueface been coming by her house eating her food. That tells me Blueface ain't got the money like he had, in which I could have told y'all that. But it also makes me question, was he sending Nevaeh thousands of dollars? I doubt it. Because if he ain't got money to go get nothing to eat, I doubt he got money to send Nevaeh.
Minutes, right? Did it 7 million times. And then when he finally got it, he said, yeah, I'm Mr. Dunkin' Donuts. Like, and then he was laughing, like, he laughed. It's like, he know it. Like, it's funny.
But I wasn't talking about that.
Yes, he was, because he was like, like, he was laughing. Gagged.
You know,
Girl, I'm not about to listen to all that. Hold on.
you cannot tell me all the clips I've seen and you talking about I don't have to wait for ask for donut.
If I can't find this clip, then we'll move on. But there's a clip where he was making her admit that they slept together.
Because you're a weird ass nigga. You're a loose ass nigga. No, you're a loose ass nigga.
And she just can't wait to use the N-word, huh? Just couldn't wait to let the N-word roll off her Hispanic tongue. I swear to God, every time she blows me, every time. I can't find it, but they still sleeping together, okay? Now, I want to show you Nevaeh. This is the other baby mama. This is Blueface's new baby mama. That he has a type, as you can see. This is Blueface's new baby mama, Nevaeh, and this is her talking about what she plans to do with her baby.
Superior.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you. SS Superior Shine.
That's different.
So what changed my mind? I mean, my outlook. My real hustle, I was selling drugs.
Okay. That's okay.
I was selling pounds. I would always, go back home and just do what I was supposed to do by being able to provide.
Bitch, please. You ain't selling no pounds or what, bitch? Girl, y'all let anybody come on. Dude, look in the veil. She look like she got that work. That hoe don't look like she got a pound of weed. Let her up, girl. A pound of what? You was doing what now? You do what, girl? What, girl? Nevaeh. I hate the internet. I hate it because the internet letting y'all go far. I hate it. I hate everything about the internet. Girl, that girl said she was selling drugs a pound. Say it again, Nevaeh, girl.
Okay. That's okay.
I was selling pounds. I would always, go back home and just do what I was supposed to do by being able to provide. I did that while I was pregnant as well, my whole pregnancy with my son.
Dangerous, but I get it though. You got to do what you got to do as a mother.
You got to take a risk to get a little rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And superior.
Oh, I like that. That's different.
Thank you.
Not her saying she had to do what she had to do. Girl, listen. I'm starting to believe a lot of these girls be hearing old stories from old queen pins and old hood girls, and they just adopt it. Oh, yeah, I had to sell drugs. Because I remember my mama told me I wasn't going to never be shit. And ever since then, I've been hustling. Everybody got the same story. Stop the cap. We don't believe that. We don't believe none of it. Speaking of the circus, look at the mall. Look at the head ringleader of the circus, the mall. Let's get her on here. Karlissa, because we about to get into her trying to give it to me. So Karlissa, they asked her what's going on, and this is her. She want to rate the girls from who she like best to worst. Let me tell y'all something. And Karlissa, I know you're on here, bitch. If you want to come up here, I will drop the link. Do you hear me? Let me tell y'all something about this here Karlissa, who sits low and watches everything. I was about to say sit high, but the bitch sit low and watch everything. She is definitely everything Dre said that she was. The orchestrator, the person behind the bullcrap, pulling all the strings, the person selling all the souls around there. This bitch is an evil witch. Okay? I don't give a damn what nobody see. This is an evil witch bitch. That's Karlissa, okay? I need y'all to understand that. This woman is in her 50s, sitting up here talking about how she rate these girls. You know why? Because she just like the rest of them rockheads. I remember when Blue told her that she don't like Chrisean, but Chrisean remind her so much of herself. And she got mad because you are a rockhead. That's why he went got him another rockhead, because a rockhead shitted him out. Mind you, this bitch supposed to be married, having her own situation going on, but every time you turn around, she in the business of her son, who continuously reminds her that he don't want to put his bird in her. This what we dealing with. These hills have eyes as California city slickers that really think because they polished, we can't see they slow as turtles. You bitches think because y'all come from a land of palm trees and beaches, I can't see that something is really wrong deep down on the inside parts. Karlissa, girl, please. You 50-some odd years old on here rating 20-some-year-old girls. Just hoping and wishing you could jump in somebody's time machine so you can get your time back. But time is up. Gravity is beating you down to the ground, Fefe. As it should. You done sold enough souls. They don't even want no more souls from you, girl. The only soul next is your own. Everything Dre said about you was the God's honest truth. And we haven't even gotten to you responding to me. But every day you come on this internet and open your dick suckers, I'm reminded that Dre was right. And this is why none of your children like you. They might love you, but they don't like you. And I don't have to meet or talk to none of them to know that to be a fact. But again, you let a delusional bitch like Karlissa tell it, all's well in Hollywood. Let's get into her rate these girls before we get into what she had to say. Girl, Karlissa, you better go find somebody safe to play with, bitch.
Y'all want me to rate them? I'm going to rate them. Me? I would give Stunner Girl a 10. I would give Jaden a hard 8. And the only reason I probably would give...
She remind me of them dirty ass, messy ass, funk ass, nasty ass, trifling ass, nutting ass mamas who be sitting on the porch all day waiting for Friday night. They sleep with everybody's husband while they at work. They waiting for Friday night so they can hit the ballroom, and they got $20 in their pocket to get them one setup of Crown Royal mixed with cranberry juice, and them hoes hoping that somebody come by with an extra $5 for a fish plate and a ride home. That's the kind of bitch she remind me of. I could smell her through the screen, just sitting on the porch, cackling and ugly and stupid. Hair all over her head, looking a hot-ass mess. That's who she is. I can smell it. I see it through the goddamn computer. Trifling slut. Remember, young hoes turn into old hoes. Here's an example.
Jaden an 8 is because her legs is a little skinny. I would give Callie a 9. And I'm just saying, from with them not being like, I'm not gonna be a weirdo because she need to shed a couple pounds.
Look.
But I think Callie would look better than Stunner Girl if she lost about 15 pounds. I'm just gonna be hard honest on everybody. I would give Chrisean a 6 and a 7 if she put her tooth in. If she put her tooth in, I'll give her a 7. If she take her tooth out, I'll give her a 6. It's just the no eyebrows, no. It just ain't nothing like definitioned in her features. Like there's no, you know what I mean? Like you know how some people get their makeup done or get their hair done, they be like, you know what I mean? She just don't give that. She don't give a wow factor. Like her waist is the same size as her hips. It ain't giving 36, 26, 36. I'm just giving y'all information based on when I came up, how hard it was for us in the industry. Like, baby.
Wait, rewind. She talking about Callie?
If she put her tooth in, I'll give her a 7. If she take her tooth out, I'll give her a 6. It's just the no eyebrows, no. It just ain't nothing like
She's talking about Chrisean.
definitioned in her features. Like there's no, you know what I mean? Like you know how some people get their makeup done or get their hair done, they be like, you know what I mean? She just don't give that. She don't give a wow factor. Like her waist is the same size as her hips. It ain't giving 36, 26.
She's talking about Rockhead. Rockhead is shaped like Gina from Martin. She's talking about Rockhead. Rockhead is shaped up and down like Gina from Martin. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. Remember Martin used to always make fun of Gina not having no hips. She did say Callie. Callie, she did rate her own daughter amongst Blueface's girlfriends. First red flag. Yes. But right now she's talking about how Rockhead shaped, and Rockhead don't have a shape like a feminine woman. She don't have and all women don't have hourglass shape, so that's not what I'm saying. But her waist isn't defined outside of her hips. It just kind of like it's like a box. And I'm not trying to body shame. I'm just telling you how the bitch shaped. You get it?
I'm just giving y'all information based on when I came up, how hard it was for us in the industry. Like, baby. And then Nevaeh, I would give her probably a 7. I would give her a 7. But if her hair is blow dried and she got them tracks in and it's given like Vanessa Williams, I would give her a 7.5. Callie is an 11 but she know what she gotta do with her weight. She know what she gotta do. But yes, Callie can pop out makeup, no makeup, lashes, no lashes.
Now she's talking about Callie.
Some sunglasses, and I would give Hazel E a 5. And it's just because the BBL made me want to throw up. It's just like it's sloped, it's slanted. The booty is like, ugh. The face is like, Who else? What you singing? That's your song? Nevaeh is definitely not no 9. You telling the motherfucking lie. I would give to Siki and 7, between a 7 and an 8. And I think it's just because she knows how to work her angles and her features because they look like just alike. I would give Angela a 6.
So that was Karlissa rating her daughter amongst her son's girlfriends, amongst celebrities. And this is just weird. The fact that you'd even throw your own child in there, because I'm not rating my child amongst no nigga or no bitch. You'll never see it. You would never see me sitting down here talking about, well, my child, I ain't gonna lie. Never happened. It ain't even up for discussion. But again, when you an old hoe who missed out on life and trying to live vicariously through others, this is what you do. Listen, I don't have anything personal against Karlissa. My biggest gripe with Karlissa is that Karlissa is very complicit, way more complicit in this whole situation between Junior and her son than she want to lead on. I watched Karlissa play stupid and watch y'all and even herself drag for this baby and say all kinds of stuff. I just see the evil, dark person that's inside of her, the same way her son Dre does. This is why she's sitting down having a Coke without a smile to talk about how she rate these girls. What if somebody decided to rate your big bad build ass? Because Karlissa, you gaining weight too, as we all do. But what if somebody sat down and rated you amongst the mamas? Hell, Tokyo Tony finer than you. What if somebody said something like Tia keep her shit up better than you? You'll be sitting up here looking crazy. If somebody said rate Karlissa with Tokyo Tony and Tia and they rated you third, you'll be sitting up here feeling some type of way. But again, when you miserable in your own skin, you ain't got nothing to do but sit up here and rate young girls. That's all you got to do, because you can't look in the mirror and rate yourself. And it's not to say that Karlissa is ugly, because by no stretch of the means is she ugly. And I think that's the part that fools a lot of people. What I'm telling you is she's ugly on the inside. I can see that part. I can see all through all of this bull crap, through this circus crap, through this internet crap, through the Blueface crap, and I can see right through to this whole soul. She's an evil, dark witch. Probably fell from her mama's tree. I don't know. According to her, she don't like her own mammy. Okay? Now, I'm not even dragging for that because I know people got issues with their parents. But my thing is, instead of you coming out here trying to break the generational curse, you over here perpetuating and promoting it. Sitting up here trying to rate other girls. Somebody need to rate you. Where's your husband? I know that nigga cheating. He gotta be cheating because your face too busy in the camera all day. I know he getting that dick sucked from 90 to here, from I-10 West to I-10 East. I know it. And you probably know it too. You don't give a damn. Just long as you can say you got a husband. Because that's what most of these hoes like her do anyway. They don't really want a husband to have one in real life. They just want to be able to say, I got a husband. Whole time the husband belonged to the whole streets. Karlissa, please. And speaking of, so I did a whole video yesterday, a whole live, and I did a segment where I spoke about Karlissa. And I want to go over some of the things that I said when I spoke about Karlissa. Some of the things that I mentioned about Karlissa was that she's an evil bitch. She's a witch. I said that she sells souls. I said I believe that she sells her soul. I believe she tried to sell hers, but the devil didn't want it. I said then she turned around, tried to sell Blue and them. They couldn't get nothing. Now she around there selling them grandkids soul. I said that Dre, because Dre came out. Let me go pull that up. Dre came out and basically said what we all were thinking, or what I was thinking at least, that Karlissa is evil. Let's go get Dre, because this is what I was responding to. I want to show y'all something. Karlissa, Dre. So Karlissa's son Dre on multiple occasions have come out and told us that his mother is trash. I didn't listen. Let's start here. I'm not making nothing up, and this ain't nothing coming out my mouth. Your child said that. The one you shitted out. He said it. He has said it on many occasions. I got videos on videos of Dre telling us how evil Karlissa is, okay? I'm going to show you a few of them. Then we're going to get into what I said and why Karlissa even responded to me. Girl, it's so many things you could be responding to. Like, why would y'all lie and act like Junior was your grandchild when you knew good and well he wasn't? But you won't respond to that, though. You want to respond to some random clip and not even respond to the allegations I gave of you around here selling souls 2 for 1. Let's get into Dre a little bit. And this, I didn't even show y'all this one last time. Look at what Dre has said about his own mama.
Took me to a graduation party, bro. And like towards the end, you know, kids start leaving. This, you know, I'm the last kid left. I look up, man, this bitch done left me. I didn't see this bitch again for like 4 months. Left. This is a stranger. Look, remember, this is a friend of the family, but this is still somebody I'm not related to, bro. And she tried to deny this shit, but you can ask all my aunties, bro, just left me there. I was in the room with this nigga, whoever the fuck they was, this parent. He's trying to call everybody they know, trying to find somebody who I'm related to come.
And when I say she sell her children's soul, I'm wrong. Dre is literally on here telling you how his mama left him somewhere for 4 months. He had no clue where his mama was. It sounds like to me, if you ain't sell his soul, you was trying to sell his booty. Because who drops their kid off by anybody for 4 months? Especially when the kid don't even know where they at. Again, I'm speculating.
Get me, bro. And she just took off and left. I didn't see her again for months. They finally got a hold of my uncle, and I lived with my uncle for a minute, bro. And she just left, was gone. This type of mother that you are, you're a fucking banshee. I tried to love you still because I'm a real nigga. Because I wanted to love my mother. Even though she ain't never loved me, bro. You done have 2 different husbands put their hands on me, bro. for some shit that you did because you want to keep fucking with your side nigga, but keep blaming everything on everybody else, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't have me tripped out trying to protect you from all these niggas and turn myself into a whole crazy person out here fighting crackheads and shit for you because you want to fucking do all the bullshit that you doing. For what? Who you know started arguing with a nigga and then running their son room? I'm 15. All your dreams, you talking about Netflix gonna call you one day. You going on live talking about Chrisean. Like you just going on your live yelling at your phone all damn day. You're not even talking about shit. You ain't talking about no talent. You're not producing nothing. You just on your phone. Tell her if she never talk about Chrisean again, y'all wouldn't tune in.
Facts.
If she couldn't say Chrisean or Blueface, y'all wouldn't tune in. Bro.
Facts.
And that's it. There's no talent. There's no orchestration. There's no leadership. There's no nothing. It's just I got beat up and I'm mad. Man, fuck all that.
That's one thing Dre said about her. He has said many things. Let me see what this one is. Hold on.
He's angry with me.
No, I ain't worried about you yet. Hold on. We'll get back to you, Karlissa. This is the one well, no, I don't know if this is the one. Let me see how old is this one. This one may be the one. Let me read this one. Because I shared a post that Dre posted about his mama, and that's how she came up. I don't even like talking about Karlissa because I understand that Karlissa is a cloud chaser, and I also understand this. I'm not slow. That's why I didn't go into her comments and drag for her because Karlissa wanted that engagement. If you want it, come over here. Karlissa don't mind responding to me because any response from any blogger, especially somebody with anybody in her chat, is going to give her clout. That's how weird she is. Not Blueface. Dre just told you she dropped her children off and go off thinking Netflix is calling her. She's still chasing the industry who's running far away from her. Okay? She's still doing the same thing she's been doing. Dre has proven that my theory about her is absolutely correct. Probably more spot on than I want to even give myself credit for. Yeah, she definitely has mommy issues because she said about her stuff. Let's get into what Dre said. He says, Karlissa is using her clout to destroy my life like she friends with the people I work with, all the women I talk to. She told my BM to keep my kid away from me. She got full control of my BM. That ain't even my BM no more. It's hers. She just used me as a sperm donor. And listen, she keeps them kids. She keeps them kids. Very wish tease. It says, I'm scratching my head. This lady can't do nothing right in life, but she got a degree and trying to control everybody and everything around me. She done took my BM, all my homies. I can't understand it. Whenever I become friends with somebody, she become right after and be friends and with them. She got a little young nigga. Every time I get a girl, she sick him on her and start telling her not to mess with me. She like a stalker girlfriend, except she gave birth to me. I think that's what he was trying to say. Whenever I don't listen, she start treating or tearing up in my life. Listen to the last part, what he said, because Blueface said the same thing. He says, where is that? He says, I can't understand it. Whenever I become friends with somebody, she come right after and be friends with them. She got a little young nigga. Every time she get a girl or I get a girl, she sick him on her and start yelling at her not to mess with me. She's like a stalker girlfriend, except she gave birth to me. This your baby words, not mine. This your baby words, not mine. Because I see we get so caught up on the Rockhead drama, we not looking in the right places. Your own son think you act like a scorned ex-lover. Weird. But that's not the one that I saw. Hold on.
You a stone cold bully, bro. This is what I be talking about my whole life, bro. You and you want to play good. I'm a great mother, but you not. You weird as, and you probably, if you was a nigga, you'd have a small dick, bro. You got little man syndrome and a girl body, bro. Grow the fuck up, bro. And you getting beat up and shit. That's why you couldn't talk that shit to Chrisean. You got your ass beat. It's a weird ass, bro. I understand she might be right on some shit or wherever y'all feel like y'all want to support her, whatever reason she gains the supporters that she has. And I'm not against her having supporters, but don't get your supporters at the expense of disrespecting children, bro, because niggas die for that. Mama or not, niggas die for disrespecting kids, bro. Because you talking about kids, bro. She disrespect kids on the regular, my nigga. What type of nigga is you? What type of human being? Them is your grandkids, you weird ass. That's your mama. Look at the shit she doing, bro. This is disrespecting people's kids. And they supposed to be her grandkids, bro. How does anybody deal with that shit? How am I supposed to come at her like, oh, my mom, and disrespect and respect her and honor her, honor thy mother? You're crazy. She disrespected my child, bro. She disrespected my nieces and nephews for clout, for nothing. I understand that you want to be famous, bro, but certain shit got to be off the table, bro. Stop playing with the kids. Stop playing with people who not playing with you, because you bullying people, bro. And you a stone cold.
The message that I read yesterday was kind of to the effect of basically he doesn't deal with Karlissa. He wants nothing to do with her, and that basically she's evil. The same thing he's been saying all this time. Well, Karlissa, I don't know if she was in the live, or I don't know if she caught a clip of what I posted. I think it is a clip because it is a screenshot because I see my name right there. But I don't know. It's a clip, a screenshot of what I posted, of the shorts that I post. And this is what Karlissa has to. First of all, let's listen to the little piece of what I said. Mind you, she did but again, I didn't listen to the whole clip. Let's get into the piece of the clip Karlissa shared. Then we're going to get into what Karlissa said, like the video. Judging her behavior. And then here comes Dre again, confirming what I'm already saying. But remember, Dre lives with her. That's his mama. He know her better than anybody out here. Let's get into what Dre had to say. It says, why are you trying to act like we cool? Because remember, Karlissa tried to make it seem like her and Dre was cool. After I think some of the hospital situation was going on, they said Karlissa's son Dre goes off on her, calls her evil, and accuses her of looking at her, judging her behavior. And then here comes Dre again, confirming what I'm already. So she just stopped it there. And this is what she has to say. I have no idea why the same people using us for content complains about anything. You never have the truth and you always posting lies. I don't post. And nothing I say is lies. Dre don't live with me. Yeah, I misspoke because he don't live with her. What I meant to say is he lived with you. He grew up with you. She says, Dre don't live with me. And the only time we talk is when I'm paying or sending something to assist him. We ain't never been cool. I'm not his little friend. I'm his mother, always a mother first. And if you don't get that memo, I clearly don't give no funks, she meant to say F's, about how you feel about me. If I wasn't here working my ass off, you lazy ass content creators wouldn't have anything to report. Now keep doing your job because I need as many footstools as the Lord allows. Thank you. If you report on your own family, it will benefit you more in the long run. For more of Dre and Karlissa, tune into 6 Network. Because remember, everything is for sale. Now, I want to address a couple of things that Karlissa said in here. First of all, like I said, I misspoke saying that Dre lives with her. I know he doesn't live with her. What I meant to say is he lived with you. He grew up with you. So he knows you better than anybody. That's what I should have said. So I'll give you that and I'll eat that, okay? But as far as you saying you not his little friend, you his mother, it's never been up for discussion on if you were acting as his mother or his friend. What Dre has been coming to the internet saying since I met your regular ass is that you an ain't shit mother. Not an ain't shit friend, not an ain't shit sister, not even an ain't shit confidant. He's been coming out here, not just him, Blueface done said it too. You a ain't shit mother. That means when it comes to things that a mother should do in relation to a child, that means that they're saying that you have fell completely short. Remind you, this is what your son put out. And then to turn around and say, if I wasn't working, you lazy ass bloggers would have nothing to report on. Karlissa, I can count on one hand the amount of times I've ever even talked about you. I purposely make it a point to never bring you up because I understand how thirsty you are. You like a blood-sucking energy vampire. And because of that, every time I make sure to not hardly put you in the doggone comments or in the doggone thumbnail, and I try to rarely put you in the doggone in the titles because I know that this is what you live off. See, what you're not going to do, Karlissa, is gaslight me. You're not going to project what's going on with you onto me. Because let's really be clear. If I wasn't behind my camera working, your lazy ass would be over there trying to find other ways to make money. Because like Dre said, your only son, you only get everything you got off the names of your children. And your children's names have fizzled out. Everybody that says anything, it don't even have to be about your kids. Every shade room, every neighborhood talk, you one of the first comments up there as if people really want to hear you. All you're doing is bullying your way into people's lives. We don't like you, Karlissa. Newsflash, the mass majority of America don't fuck with you on no level. It's so much so when Rockhead beat you up, we didn't even feel a way about it. That's big. That's huge. You know how much of an ain't shit bitch you gotta be for us to watch a 20-year-old dog walk you, bitch, and we just be like, oh man, that's crazy. That goes to show you your impact on this so-called industry that you think you have. Karlissa, don't try to gaslight me and project to me like as if I need you. Bitch, I don't talk about you, ho. I rarely bring you up. Your son said it right. Without Rockhead, you are nothing, Whitney Houston. You're nothing. Don't come over here trying to make it seem like I'm doing you a favor or you doing me one for that matter. You ain't doing me shit. Because I would have got the same amount of numbers if I never put your ugly ass thumbnail or your name in the title. The numbers would have rolled the same. They coming here for me and for what I'm about to say about the Rockhead. Really not for you. Girl, Karlissa, you better go play with your pussy, okay? Find you something safe to play with, girl. I am not the 1, 2, or the 3. I'm going to say this like I said before. Keep sharing me and acting like I don't know what I'm talking about. And every time you do that, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Because if I didn't know what I was talking about, you wouldn't have shared it. And I'm not going to drop down in the comments to see a lot of you hoes. Because, see, I know some of you hoes in here, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Karlissa. Because, see, I follow her, too. And I don't be agreeing with her, too. So, yeah, you know what, Karlissa? You right. And I know you hoes, because see, this is what I can't stand about you following ass bitches. You hoes won't even stand on the square being mad with a bitch. You hoes don't even have enough conviction in your heart to say, I hate the bitch, I don't even want to be around her. You hoes would rather come in my comments, cosplay like a friend or a supporter. Hey, boo, hey, girl. And then go right up under Karlissa comments. Yeah, I don't really like her like that because sometimes she be going da-da-da-da. Go sit your ugly ass down with Karlissa too. And that's for all you hoes in the comments under Karlissa posts. I don't need you over here. I didn't call for you, slut. It's tiresome. And anybody taking the side of this lady, it tells me a lot about you and your character. Karlissa got 3 kids and none of them like her. I'm going to say it again. Karlissa got 3 kids and none of them like her. And you telling me I'm out of pocket or I don't know what I'm talking about? Bitch, please. Ray Charles could see this bitch ain't shit and he dead and blind. Girl, get her off of here. Karlissa, like I said, please go play in the kitchen. Go play in a set of pots, bitch. Go play in that pool out back or something. Go play with your mom. Do play with anybody. But please, Karlissa, do not play with me. I am not the 1, 2, or the 3. And I'm not going to go back and forth with you. You're probably going to repost something else. You got it, fat. Not going to give you that kind of clout. You ain't even worth it. Bye. I just want you to know, like I said, I'm standing on my square. I believe that you are a witch and a bitch, and you're around there selling souls 2 for 1. And honestly, if they come off of your cloth, if they come off of your tree, no wonder the enemy don't want them. I wouldn't want them neither. I wouldn't want them neither. Let's move on. Let's get into Rockhead and these allegations with this CPS child. Whoo. Child. Let me drink my water, girl. Because, baby. So, first of all, like the video. Shout out to everybody. Where we at on likes before we get into this? Girl, we only got 1,000 likes and 2,600 people in the chat. If I could get y'all to do me a favor and like the video right quick, I swear to God, I would greatly appreciate it. That way we can get the video out to the algorithm and the people can know we around here josing. Okay. Now I want to get into Rockhead and the allegations placed on her by some lady down at the church. Now, before we get down to the church, This is the question I want to have y'all, because I'm pretty positive that this is the situation. Is this the church that Rockhead frequents often with that pastor who I told y'all ain't worth 2 nickels rubbed together? Let me pull him up here. What church is this? Is this that church with that black man who be sitting on the pulpit with Jordans on? Let me pull him up so y'all can see which one I'm talking about. Because you know she stay at a good church. This one. She stay at a good church. They say, yeah, Pastor Michael. I knew it. Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore, but I know that church out there ain't worth 2 nickels. This the church I think it is. Yeah, because that's the man. This the church she be at. Hold on. Look at Junior. Girl, look. I'm not about to. One more time. Church is the fakest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I knew that from a little bitty girl. Church is the fakest shit I've ever seen in all of my 43 years on this earth. On me. I can't. Oh, let me bridle my tongue. Let me bridle my tongue. And the reason why I'm getting upset is because there's a church full of people in there. And remember, I done told y'all, I said, I feel some type of way that all of these church people in this church watching this and ain't nobody saying nothing. I said it. I know what I said. I was there when I said it. I said, all them church folks in there claiming to be close to God and ain't nobody saying nothing. But you know what though? God said high and look low because somebody was saying something. So apparently this lady, let me get her on here, did an interview. And in said interview, the lady spoke about how she used to be helping take care of Chrisean Jr. Now, we just asked about Junior. Didn't I just ask about him the other day before we got off live? Wait, before we get into Junior, let's talk about these warrants and stuff. Before we get off on Junior, but put a 3 in the chat. Didn't I just the other day say somebody go do a wellness check? I know I said somebody need to go do a wellness check on Junior. I even sung the song. And then here goes some lady come out with the tea. Okay, I know I'm not tripping. I just asked about this little boy. Before we get to that, let's put that to the side. Let's talk about Chrisean. So Chrisean has been in some trouble. She had a warrant put out for her arrest. According to what the news is saying, they're saying TMZ reported that she had a warrant put out for missing a court date. Let me go get it. Hold on. So according to TMZ, she had an arrest warrant on her because Rockhead missed a court date, but Rockhead doesn't make any court dates. And if you ask me, I think it's because Chrisean knows that her clear daddy gonna take care of it. Hold on. She knows her clear daddy is going to take care of it. I think that girl have a level of protection that we don't know about. That's why she don't trip about getting in trouble or none of this stuff. Hold on. Okay, we need that. So, is it this one? No, that's an old one. She didn't have so many damn warrants. Let me pull it up, y'all. Give me 1 second. Like the video, y'all, please. Can y'all do me a favor and like the video while I pull this up? So it was said that Chrisean Rock had a warrant, a alleged bench warrant for her arrest. TMZ reported it, and I'm gonna pull up the article so I can read it and we can get to know what's really going on. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. It says Chrisean Rock bench warrant issued after allegedly blowing off court. It says there's a warrant out for Chrisean Rock's arrest. TMZ has learned. According to new legal docs, a bench warrant was issued after Chrisean allegedly blew off a court hearing in February. It looks like this all stems from a traffic ticket. It says the docs say on January 26th, the Los Angeles prosecutor filed 2 misdemeanor charges against Chrisean for driving on a suspended license in Hermosa Beach, California, back in December 2025. It looks like Chrisean was supposed to show up to court for an arraignment on February 26th, but it appears she was a no-show, so the court issued a bench warrant. While it's been a few weeks since the warrants was issued, there don't appear to be any updates on Chrisean's case in the court system. So it seems the warrant is still active. It goes on to say, oh crap, I messed it up. It seems the warrant is still active. We reached out to Chrisean. So far, no word back, okay? So Chrisean had this bench warrant issued because she had an obvious traffic ticket in December, and she was supposed to go to court in February, and Chrisean was like, to hell with it. The average citizen doesn't get to do this, but it's Chrisean. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I believe that Chrisean is able to do these things because Chrisean knows that she has a coverage that we don't have, okay? Now, since that came out, people were speculating that she wouldn't be able to do her fight, that she got all kind of issues going on, and she recently spoke out. Let's get into what she had to say. She says, my license is not suspended. It's currently restricted for travel to and from work. That's suspended. That's what that means. That means it's suspended unless you're going to and from work. That's exactly what that means. If you get caught in a car and you ain't going to or coming from work, your ass going to jail because your license is suspended. Does that make sense, Rockhead? Oh my God. Let's move on. She goes on to say, also, the court date has been rescheduled. I have looked more into the situation. It will be easily resolved. When I was in LA, I didn't have my ID to resolve it. It says, I just received my current ID. It's only a $270 fee to get it unrestricted. The fight's still on April 25th. Thanks, y'all, for y'all concerns. Traffic court will be handled ASAP. So Rockhead came out, and that's what she had to say to the fans, because people was like, oh, Lord, if she got a bench warrant, she may not make the fight. According to Chrisean, it's just $275. She's going to pay that off, and she should be good. But her license is definitely suspended if she can only travel to and from work. That's literally what it means to have a suspended license. Like, it's literally what it means, okay? But at any rate, they're saying that she's saying that everything is good. I don't know how true that is. Did I send an update? Let me see. I don't know how true it is that Chrisean is good to go. But, you know, it is Rockhead. She is a pathological liar. Let me see. Hold on. Did she say anything after that? Did I get any update after that? I don't think I did. And that's cool. Yeah. I don't think I got any update after that. All right. So bet. All right. So cool. So now that we got that out of the way, Chrisean alleges, like I said, that she is going to get her license taken care of and everything will be good. Fight still on April 25th. Now, I want to start with this lady. You know what? Let me see if I can find the whole video on YouTube. Stay right there, y'all. Because there was this lady who did a video, an interview, and apparently she belonged to the church. What church are we talking about? Let me see. Do I still have it up here? That church I just showed y'all. So apparently this lady belonged to that church. And according to this lady, she was helping to take care of Chrisean Jr. Okay. Hold on. And this lady came out and she started having something to say, a few things to say about some of the stuff that was going on with Junior. And a lot of the things, and again, we're going to listen to this together. The church is in Oklahoma. My bad. Okay, it's in Oklahoma. Okay. Well, wait, how far is Oklahoma to Baltimore? Is that up the street? Girl, don't make me pull up the map. You know I don't know where them places at over Tennessee. Girl, how close is Oklahoma to Baltimore? Girl, that's a 20-hour drive. That's on the other side. Oh, girl. Anyways, Oklahoma is, they say, where the church at. I don't know where the church at. I just know that Chrisean say she always be in Baltimore, so I assume that's where the church was. But neither here nor there. So I was just asking about Junior. Seriously, all jokes aside, I was literally just on here asking about Junior the other day when we were talking about some other Chrisean news, because I said she only show him when she have to for promo or if something goes crazy. And I said we hadn't heard anything from Junior, so we need to go find out. I said somebody go do a wellness check. Well, child, as sure as I got a nose on my face, somebody must have did a spiritual wellness check, because then this lady drops this interview saying that she called CPS on Rockhead because Junior was severely not being taken care of. And not only did Rockhead turn on her, the church turned on her as well. Now, before we get into this, let me just say this. I knew from the very beginning that that church was full of evil. You can tell fish rot from the head down. I'm going to say it one more time. Fish rot from the head down. That means if the head of the church is trash, that means it's nothing but debris all through the goddamn pews. Okay? So when I saw that that pastor didn't give a damn about Chrisean Jr., all he cared about was Chrisean coming in there to go viral, to get people to come to his church and line his church, his pockets with money. I knew right then and there that man ain't worth two nickels rubbed together on concrete. I also told y'all that just because you see the illusion of church, and I'm saying illusion because a building and a cross on the front of it don't make it a church. But just because y'all see the illusion of church and this whole playing double dutching in and out of baptism in white Jesus, y'all really just buy the foo-foo and start eating the bullshit. This girl been playing in y'all face since the beginning of time. And so often, y'all let her wait 6 months to pop back out with a new Jesus line with Jesus Jr. on her hip. And then y'all forget that she's still playing. Mind you, while y'all root for this hoe to get in the ring and knock somebody out, I would love for her to get into a therapy session and help Junior knock out some of these possible disabilities. Because he's 3 years old, he's sitting around like this, he can't walk, he can't talk, and he can't eat. I'm going to keep saying it. He's 3. He'll be 3 in September. Hell, we in April now. He'll be 3 in September, and he can't walk, he can't talk, and he can't eat. And there's no way you're going to tell me all these adults around this bitch is okay with that. But then again, I forgot, we live in the world of NPCs. So I knew when she was running down there to that church to drop off that bag that not only that the pastor won shit, I said everybody in that church won shit. But you know what? God sit high and look low. Somebody in there had some sort of conviction. Somebody said, I can't do it. Somebody said, I refuse to be a part of this without doing my part. So this lady apparently had, after working with Junior, called CPS, and when they found out she called, baby, they want her head smooth off her shoulders. Now, I have a few clips from the interview because I can't find the full one at length. If I can, if somebody can send it to me, that'll be cool. But ultimately, here's some clips of the lady talking about her experience of what happened when they found out that she called CPS because of the things that she found on Junior. Mind you, these are all things that will be for the betterment of this baby. But you got adults who want to see this baby dead, if you ask me. Let's get into it.
They tore me down. They said that I was a troublemaker. And then y'all got to think about, it's like me and probably several other people that are still there. I'm not there no more, but they still be there. They be recording, they be posting stuff online, like the stuff that be getting exposed. They do that on purpose.
Right.
They don't want me to disclose their name because they don't want what happened to me happen to them, because they feel like at least if they're there.
Wait, let me see. I think I need to share this other clip first. I think this is this the same clip? Hold on. This might be a different clip. I need to share this other clip because I think this clip kind of came before. Let me see.
Like me and probably several other people.
Hold on.
That they tore me down. They said that I was a troublemaker. And then
no, it's not that one. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to put these clips in order. Hold on. Matter of fact, because I want to make sure y'all catch it in the way in which it was received. Okay. So let me pull this lady from this. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I just want to make sure I'm pulling it up so y'all can see. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Fuck. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second, Chrisean. All right, hold on. Because I'm pretty sure this clip that I'm going to show y'all is one that's closer to the beginning. Let me see.
Tore me down.
Not this one.
They said that I. Oh, what did you see about Junior when you gave him a bath? What about the bruises? Anything else we should know? I want to give Junior dignity, but I'm gonna say his area down below. I don't want to say nothing derogatory against him. It looks like not even real. It don't even. I mean, it's not as big and swollen as before. It's not a lot of inflammation, but it looks null and void, like it might as well not even exist. His bruises mainly on his back, his lower back, like people keep saying he's scratching and stuff. I remember seeing like it looked like a scab, not a rash. A rash is like it shows up. So what did you see?
That's probably why Junior always scratching. Hold on. Hold on, girl. Hold on. That's why he always scratching. Every other video I done seen to this baby, he's scratching. Matter of fact, Corey pretty good. He normally have a clip of Junior scratching on here. Hold on.
Of the high.
Shout out to Corey. One thing I know, Corey gonna have it. This why Junior always scratching. We gonna go back and let her say it again. But I was saying maybe a diaper rash. Remember, I said maybe it's a diaper rash or something like that. If y'all don't know, Chrisean Jr. had a hernia the size of a grapefruit when he came into the world, between his legs and his genital area. So I didn't know if he was scratching because maybe a what do you call it? A rash, a diaper rash, or a little infection or something like that. I didn't know what it was. But I'm gonna go back to the lady. We're gonna start her over because I want to hear exactly what she said again. But now I'm starting to see why he's scratching so much. Hold on.
About Junior when you gave him a bath. What about the bruises? Anything else we should know? I want to give Junior dignity, but I'm gonna say his area down below. I don't want to say nothing derogatory against him. It looks like not.
If she don't want to say nothing derogatory against him, that means it looks horrible. It doesn't look normal. I'll say that.
Even real. It don't even. I mean, it's not as big and swollen as before. It's not a lot of inflammation, but it looks null and void, like it might as well not even exist.
Was she? Wait. What is she talking about? It looked like it might. Wait. Is she speaking in reference to the hernia or to his genitals? What does she mean? I know she started off saying that she don't want to say anything derogatory. So that right there tells me that there's something she's seen that was not okay. But then it sounds okay, Nate. It sounds like she's talking about his privates. What? She said it looked like it doesn't even exist, or it doesn't even need. Hold on, girl. Hold on.
His bruises mainly on his back, his lower back. Like people keep saying he's scratching and stuff. I remember seeing like it looked like a scab, not a rash. A rash is like it shows up. So what did you see?
So she's saying he has a scab on his lower back.
His bumps, and it's like it becomes it's a rash before it becomes a sore.
Right.
This was a sore. Like I don't know if it reminds you of if somebody was to be on a bike and they was to slide.
Oh my God.
And it's like,
what? How would he get this bruise on his backside? Probably bed sores, because she had him on his back all of his child. Well, he's still a child, but she had him on his back all of this time. It could be bed sores that's going bad. Who knows?
Like scraped, and it was that type of sore. Like it was a scab all right there. It was like, you know how the edges look infected, like when it looks like greenish on the edges and like different colors, and then it like goes on the end towards the inside, it's like a maroonish color. No, that's a sign of infection. And the smell from it, I thought that him, getting bird baths and this and that, I'm thinking it's because of his bumps, and it's, like it becomes, it's a rest of the high. Well, obviously it's because of hygiene as well, but the smell is not just from not bathing. It is like a smell of decay.
What? So you mean this baby is around here smelling and everybody acting like he not? Wait a minute. If what this lady is saying is true, not only does he have a highly infectious rash, this lady says that he has a smell on him that it's not from a diaper. He's probably decayed. Girl, wait. Girl, we hearing this together, y'all. Hold on. It says a hernia can cause odors in two distinctive ways. What do you call it? A hiatal hernia often cause bad breath or halitosis. It says due to acid reflux, while an umbilical belly button hernia can produce a foul smell if sweat, debris, or bacteria becomes trapped in the skin fold. Other odors, such as from surgical incisions, require medical attention, I guess. Oh my.
What? Of decomp. And I don't think that her family really realizes that's what that is. Like far as other bruises. Oh, the bottom of his feet. The bottom, I noticed that his hands, the inside of his hands, and the bottom of, that's why I know the signs of abuse. His stuff was so tender and so raw, and he don't walk. He's not using his hands like that. Of the high, well, obviously it's because of hygiene as well.
You open your.
Wait.
But the smell is not.
She's saying the bottom of his feet is tender. Oh my God. I literally, what's so scary about this? Because I literally said, somebody go do a wellness check on Junior. I say, we ain't heard from Junior. God damn. From the sounds of this lady, Rockhead is just watching this baby die, decay. She's watching him. From the sounds of if what this lady is saying is true, this girl is just sitting here watching this baby die. And this is the worst part to the Rockheads. And this is no shade, because I don't even want beef with y'all right now. I'm really talking to her fans. I'm really genuinely asking a question. And I know this is going to bite me in my ass because some of you bitches ain't civil. But what I really want to know is if you genuinely care about her and this baby, how can you then, after hearing this, even if you don't believe it, how can you, after hearing this, just go on like nothing happened? This lady just said that Junior has a rash that's damn near infected with green shit coming out his back. This is why he's always scratching every time you turn around. Then she said his genitals may as well not even be there, which would make sense because if you saw the photo of the hernia, it would make all the sense in the world because the hernia literally covered his whole genital area. His little thing disappeared. It was like a little dot. That's how his little thing was, literally like a dot between his legs. That's how big the hernia was. So for the girl to say it's like it shouldn't even be there, it make all the sense in the world because I seen that damn hernia. So you got this lady saying that he's rotting away like he's freaking old fish. He's rotting away. He's smelly. He's probably got all kind of infections going on. The bottom of his feet is tender. And again, I would kindly ask for any of the rockheads who genuinely care about her, if you would just kindly think about what it is you're supporting. Even if you don't believe it, if you don't take the opportunity to investigate this, then you're just as evil and batshit crazy as her. And you know what's odd? The internet is they're not gonna blast this out. The internet not gonna make this part go viral because they want to sell her fight. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna suppress this, right? This is why I tell y'all to like the video, but they're gonna suppress this video and then they're gonna put her fight out so people can say, oh, God is blessing her. One thing about it, God don't play about his people. That's all they're going to do. Whole time, her baby is being neglected. Allegedly. I believe everything this lady said. Not only did she say that, hold on. Let's get into what the lady said the people started doing at church when she called CPS.
Y'all got to think about, it's like me and probably several other people that are still there. I'm not there no more, but they still be there. They be recording, they be posting stuff online, like the stuff that be getting exposed. They do that on purpose.
Right.
They don't want me to disclose their name because they don't want what happened to me happen to them because they feel like at least if they're there close, they can keep an eye on him. We donate clothes. We have bathed him in the church bathrooms. I left and I went to go get clothes myself. And that's not to be praised because that's what we supposed to do. Is basic. That's basic, bare minimum. I would do it for anybody.
Right.
I knew something was very wrong and I was up against something very demonic. When I called CPS out there, and she said, she begged them not to let them in. She begged them not to let them in. Mm-hmm. And they did it. They told me that I need to leave. They said that I was a SH stir and they would follow up with me. I had people coming to tell me they were sorry that happened. Nobody took up for me. They humiliated me in front of everybody. And nobody would listen to me.
You know, I
tried to reach out to Karlissa, everybody, because I never want clout or whatever. This is embarrassing to even, I don't even know what word to use right now. And I have an extensive vocabulary, but I don't even know what to say right now because to me, I wish that I would have not took just know or just allow myself to be dismissed. So when they told me to leave, the police was called as well. They told me they was going to escort me to the airport.
What?
And I was recording on the other phone. I can show you my other phone.
Well, you know, I want to take time out right now to, first of all, express my deepest apologies for what you went through, Okay.
They tore me down. They said that I was a troublemaker. And then y'all got to think about, it's like me and
Oh my God. Oh my God. If you are doubting that the church did this to this lady, I would ask that you think about anybody you know, or maybe yourself, that have had something happen to you in the church, like sexual assault or something. And I want you to think back to how the church reacted. It don't have to be you. It could be somebody you know. It could be a story you heard about. It could be from 30, 100 years ago. I just ask that you guys think about this. When them people in the church find out about bad things happening, typically nothing is done about it. As a matter of fact, they get upset that people want to put it out there. So, first of all, there's nothing in this lady that makes me think she's lying. Where would she make this shit up from? How would she even be able to pull the events and the stories and the details from the sky? She wouldn't even be able to make this up if she tried. And the fact that she said she tried to call Karlissa, you knew that was for no avail. Only way Karlissa would have wanted the answer is if that y'all could go live and go viral. That's it. But I'm telling y'all, first of all, that I don't have no reason to not believe this lady because she sounds very truthful. She's literally on here crying about how they escorted her out the church for doing the right thing. Okay? Now, this lady comes on here and tell us that Rockhead got all of this stuff going on with this baby Junior, and I believe every single word of it because, like I said, it's all the speculation that we on the internet have been saying. I don't go too much into Junior's medical stuff. I have gone into it, but I try to stay away from it because I understand that those are sensitive topics. But what I can say is I keep my ears to the streets. And when I watch these pages, these other people that be following this stuff, and it be real concerned, them people be spot on. Them people be spot on. The stuff that they be diagnosing this baby with, y'all can sit on here and say, oh, y'all internet doctors, y'all don't know. Y'all don't. Them people be spot on. Because even if they just saying it and don't know, whenever we look at Rockhead and Junior, she literally proves the diagnosis that people be having. Mind you, might I add, a lot of people are using these, are given diagnoses because they have experience with it. Some people have children who have disabled or disabilities and things of that nature. So they see some of the signs. This ain't just, see, there are a small group of people that are trolling her and that are trolling Junior, but it is a very small group. The other mass majority group is either her supporters or people who understand what's going on and don't want nothing to do with it. That's what's happening. And what's happening here is Chrisean has found a way to use the church to monopolize the people who gonna believe her over the ones who not. And she's done a very, very, very good job at that. So I believe that this lady came in here trying to do right by this baby. First of all, the fact that he smelled like that tells me that church is full of fucking demons. And I hope the whole shit blow up on me. I hope the whole church catch a fire. I swear to God, not with nobody in it, but I hope it burns to the ground. It's a whole demonic place. And this is the worst part. Like the lady said, she wouldn't allow the people in, and everybody rallied around Chrisean. Not because Chrisean is right, but because Chrisean is the star. She's got the money. So the lady trying to do the right thing, and they rallied around Chrisean, kicked her out, sent her to the airport, and told her to kick rocks. And the only person suffering here is Junior. You know why I know that lady not lying about what she saw with Junior? Because I done told this story before. But when I first saw that picture of that hernia between that boy legs, between Junior legs, that shit woke me up out of my sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. God could strike me down if I'm lying. I had did a live. I didn't show the picture because I just knew YouTube was going to drag me down. But I did a live and I talked about it on the live because I had just got the picture from a subscriber. And I did a whole live talking about that. And I must have looked at the picture in disbelief. When I tell you that shit woke me up out of my sleep at 4 in the morning, I had to call my mama. I had to call my mama. My mama will tell you I ain't lying. I had to call my mama and say, "Ma, that shit woke me up out my sleep 4 a.m. You know what my mama told me? Don't send it to me. I don't want to see it. I couldn't look at it. I heard you on the live. I don't even want to see it. My mama will tell you that. That shit woke me up 4 a.m. That's how I know that lady not lying when she crying. Because when you're not used to seeing a baby in that type of state, that shit fucks with you. See, it's different on the internet. You don't have to see him. All you see is she dress him up, he playing, they kissing, it's cool. But if you're not used to seeing horrible things like that on babies, you will never unsee it. It's like seeing somebody get killed. That shit is etched in your brain forever. Forever. So I know this lady not lying, especially when she broke out in tears, because the shit literally woke me up out of my bed. I started contemplating on, should I leave this shit alone? Because I'm like, why is this shit affecting me after I get off the live? But I know why. Because as a human being, I'm not used to seeing the baby in them type of conditions. Most of y'all ain't never seen no baby in them type of conditions. It'll probably screw a lot of y'all up if you saw it. So I know that lady ain't lying. Because what I seen with the hernia before the surgery, damn near had me in tears. And it's worse because we could sit up here and holler about we gonna call CPS. CPS don't want that baby. And I don't even know if CPS is the best place for that baby. To be completely honest. CPS don't want nothing to do with Rockhead or that baby. If they wanted that baby, they would have got that baby. They don't want that baby. They don't give a damn what she do with that baby. Don't nobody care what Chrisean does with this baby. Nobody cares. The internet don't care. The church don't care. The judge don't care. Don't nobody give a flying F-U-C-K what this girl do with this baby. That's why she's been able to run all over the world and all over the internet the way she have with this baby with no consequence. This is sick. And this is inhumane. And to the Black people who are supporting this girl, just know your support inadvertently goes to her neglect towards her son. And if that is the case, then you are partially responsible for whatever, God forbid, if anything ever happens to this baby. You are responsible. You can sit up here and act like that ain't got nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with you. Every time y'all send this whole your energy, which is your support, whatever you send in her, you're telling her, I'm with you. I'm on your team. Y'all don't even hold her accountable and ask her about the baby. Y'all so scared of the bitch, y'all won't even ask her what's going on. So y'all let her go live, and if the baby stink, I know she stink. Because the bitch was musty and funky and nasty when she was over there at Blue Girls Club. Remember, March said she met her and pissed in her tub the first day she met her. I know if Junior stink, she funky and nasty, especially in that gym, in there smelling like a pound of goddamn cod liver Earl. I think I'm more frustrated because I asked about Junior and I didn't expect this. This is not what I was asking. I literally at the last live said somebody check on Junior, do a wellness check. This is not what I was asking for. But you know what? God say watch what you ask for. Now that we have this information, you guys need to be making this shit go viral. Because mark my words, they're going to let it subside for about a week. And then she going to do another promo for that fight. And people going to act like this shit never happened. And Junior will continue to suffer. He will continue to suffer by himself because nobody, and I mean nobody, gives a damn. Not nobody on the internet, not nobody at the church, and to all of them raggedy hoes that's running down the Pastor Mike church, I hope you bitches fall in the church too. Yes, I do. I hope you bitches go up the aisle to give your donations or your tithes, and bitch, I hope the Holy Spirit trip one of you hoes up the aisle. Yes, I do. Matter of fact, I hope the Holy Spirit trip all you hoes up the aisle and Mike Tide. Whatever that nigga name is. This is sick. It's sad and it's sick. And yes, he has to be in pain. Has to be in pain is listen, pain is probably an understatement. Junior has probably suffered so much in pain that he's tolerating it now. He probably has a pain tolerable or toleration level that's through the roof because he's probably gotten so used to it to where it's just a day-to-day thing. It's just another thing to go through, which is still not pleasant, but yet and still, when you come into the world in pain, you have to start to adjust to it, right? Somebody said when you watch the whole video, you'll be upset. Somebody send me that live because I'm going to watch it and we're going to come back and joke it separately. Who got the live? Send me the live, voodoo-podcast@gmail.com. Tomorrow, Friday, we won't be able to do it tomorrow, but Saturday, we'll come on here Saturday and we'll joke the whole live. Can somebody please send me the live? Capping got it? Capping for Likes got it? They say Rockhead have a Chrisean has a policy on Junior. Well, I believe that. Girl, please. I know she got one. I don't know because she's slow, but she might do. She might do. Girl, this is sick. This is sick and sad. Like I said, I feel like I low-key feel like there's nothing that I can do. I could use my platform as I've always been doing, but damn, man. Come on, man. This whole baby out here by itself, man. Various Growth, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Just Nelly One, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey boo, I got my babe and I wear it proudly. Thank you. Y'all shop at Babe. Get y'all some Babe gear. Hit that link in the chat for your Babe gear. Natasha Holiday 729, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. What you cooking? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Voo, did you see Ari yelling about her manager was stealing from her and not to buy anything from her brand? Hashtag karma. I saw that. We'll joke that too. Let me write Ari down because I saw she got a brace. She said she got an iron thing in her titties or something like that. Let's write Ari down. Let's put her down on the docket. We could joke her too. Because I saw her, she got a iron thing put in her chest to make her boobs sit up, girl. I don't never want to be fine that bad, bitch. Fat me up, please, bitch. I'd rather be a fat, happy hoe. Bitch, I don't never want, girl, y'all crazy. Thank you, What You Cooking for the super chat. Says, Offset down bad. Why is he in the Baddies video premiere with Lemmy? I did not see that. I don't watch Baddies no more, y'all. But I'm going to have to check it out. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Star Tease Lawson, thank you so much for the super chat. Says she don't want no smoke. She can get jumped by the whole Voodoo gang. What's up? Love you, Voo. Thank you so much, boo. I ain't worried about no Karlissa, and I'm not gonna go back and forth with the whole neither. Said what I said, bitch. You ain't shit, and you could go ahead and argue with yourself. I'm not about to do that with you, girl. How do you say Clear Ashes? Thank you so much for the super chat. Says the church lady said Junior smells like decomp, as in death. This is beyond evil. He's so filthy and infected that he smells like a literal corpse. And you know, when you put it in layman terms like that, that's literally what she said. She didn't say those words particularly, but she did say he smells like he's decomposing, which means he smells like he's dead, like a dead body. I've smelled a dead body. If you've ever smelled a decomposing body, then you understand what that smell, once it goes through your nose, it never leaves. You can't unsmell that type of shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all ever smell something that you taste it smells like, yeah, you can't unsmell that type of shit. You could be 100 years old and you can still smell that shit like tomorrow, like yesterday. You can't unsmell it. So if she smelled it, I'm pretty sure it scared the crap out of her. It would have scared me. But yeah, she's basically saying that Junior is rotting away like a literal corpse. This is sick. This is sick, but this is the world we live in. How do you say it? Candace, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Voo, who was playing both sides? Call them out so I can drag them. Oh, girl, I don't know. I ain't even going there to watch them people names on their comments, girl. I just saw a couple of people. She all right. She just, shut your ugly ass up, bitch. Like the video. Ho! Thank you, Candace. I appreciate you. Never Burruss, thank you for the super chat. Says, I got the bib and on cleanup, eat. Thank you so much for the super chat, Never Burruss. Lady T News, thank you for the super chat. Says, we windmilling with our heads down about you, Voo, as we should. We gonna windmill together. Thank you, boo. And thank you again for the super chat for the same thing. Thank you, boo. I think you sent it twice. I appreciate you. I am Dayla. Thank you for the super chat. Says, yup, that is SR22, a special restricted license. Thank you so much for the super chat, boo. Tipper, thank you for the super chat. Says, it was Transformation Church in Oklahoma 2024. Mike Todd, Transformation Church. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Celebrity Scandalous, thank you for the super chat. Says, in California, restricted versus suspended are slightly different. It's the same thing in Louisiana. I'll give you an example. I've had a restricted, no, I've never had a restricted, but I almost had a restricted. I've had a few suspended licenses because your girl is a speed demon or whatever the case. Allegedly what they said, because I'm not. But what they label me as a speed demon. And I've had my license suspended. But a restriction and a suspension is the same thing. It just has a slightly different rules to it. But what means is basically if she's not, the only difference between suspended and restricted is that if you go outside of these restrictions, your ass going to jail. That means if your license is suspended, you can't drive at all. But if we restrict them and you got to go to work or the dialysis or something, we'll let that slide. But bitch, if we catch you on the way to McDonald's for a 2 for $2, your ass going to jail. That's still suspended. I mean, they give it a different language or a different word and slightly change up what it means, but it's the same, baby. Thank you, baby. The Dimple Poppin', thank you for the super chat. Says, OMG, he is suffering bad. I've been thinking that. I really have for the longest, and it seems like that's what we're getting. Tipper6733, thank you for the super chat. Says the child doesn't have his part. It says Tareen said he needed one more procedure. Remember? Oh yeah, let me pull that up. That's the other part. I had it on Corey Live. Hold on, it was on Corey Live. I want to share that part with y'all. Did y'all see? Remember when her and Tareen got into it? When her and Tareen got into it, Tareen had exposed that the baby had issues. Look. I think this Chastity.
Open your big mouth and try to play with me. So now I got to tell the full story with receipts from when I landed and when I left. So you should have not did that. Because now the truth's going to be out there. Everything. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck to keep lying to me? My kids got to see what you're doing? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck about you and your kid either. You got me fucked up. All the way. You don't even want to try. You making me feel bad leaving him out. You are weird. Telling me put him down, he's crying. He don't want to keep being in the stroller all day. We was at the park with the guys. I said I need to take them to the bathroom and change them. You said my son ain't got to get changed. He had a diaper rash. I cleared it up in one day. I keep waking up out my sleep to make sure I clean his balls and put that shit on his shit so it can go away. It went away.
Chastity was talking about the diaper rash a long time ago. Remember when they was at the gas station or wherever they was? And remember Chastity was lying saying that she was just showing Chrisean how to be homeless. So she stayed and slept in a car with her and they had to go bathe their children at the gym. She been said Junior had the rash.
Wait, you telling me I don't got to do that? Yes, I do. Because I'm a mom before anything. You open your big mouth and try to play with me. So.
And look at Junior with the pastor, scratching down. Just a scratching down. And look at him. Look at the pastor. Everybody just going on about their business. Don't nobody care. Everybody just to hell with it. He keeps scratching, and he can't even really scratch because of his hands. But he probably trying to scratch because it's itching him. If it's a rash, look. He sits uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable when he's sitting. Look, and he reaching back there. I hate that y'all act like mothers don't do this to their children. I think that's what makes me upset the most. Y'all act like mothers don't do this to their children. Y'all act like this is so asinine and so unthought of, like it's impossible. That bothers me. And it makes it seem like it's impossible for something like this to happen when it's very possible for something like this to happen. Hell, more probable. The child doesn't have his part. Oh my God. They saying the genitals. It says Tareen said he needed one more procedure. Remember Chrisean said blood was in his diaper. He probably rotten. I can only do so much, man. I'm gonna continue to use my platform to raise awareness. 1031 Angelina, thank you for the super chat. Says, "Voo, my heart breaks for Junior. Legit tears in my eyes listening to this. Come on, man. What's wrong with the system? At this point, he really better off in CPS. Yeah, because at least they'll make sure he don't have a rash, probably. But Chrisean don't care about this baby, y'all. I've been telling y'all, Chrisean is using him as a prop, like a pocketbook or a watch or a chain. She just needs him as an accessory. That's it. That's all. I've been saying that since the beginning. They tell me I'm hating, you know? Miasha Rogers, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, that makes sense. This why she don't want nobody to change him. She is sick. Exactly. Not only this why she don't want nobody to change him, this also why she don't want nobody to watch him. Think about it. Only the same 2-3 people done watched him, Tareen, Chastity-ish, but really Tareen, and what's the other sister name? The other one, the big one. It's only 1 or 2 people done watched him, or March. That's it. She's very selective on who watches him. Matter of fact, even when she went to jail, she hurry up and called jail to tell March to go get the baby. Yes, she did. She couldn't even let them book her. She hurry up and called March and said, March, go get my baby. She was so scared Karlissa was going to take the baby home and expose what we already knew. So she hurry up and called March. March came running into the courthouse to get Junior. That was to save us knowing what's going on. But everything done in the dark shall be coming to the light. You got to know it. You got to know it. Tipper, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, oh, this lady from Faith City Central Church. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Tisha, thank you for the super chat. Says, healthcare professional here. That smell she's describing is contracted limbs, hands, or feet. If you ever broken a bone, that smell when they take off your cast like that, in addition to necrosis, dead tissue. So you think he got a broken limb? I think he could get, and I'm not no doctor. You're the medical professional. It's possible. But what limb would be broken? What would be broken? Like, he walks on, he stands on his feet. His hand seems operable. I don't know, y'all. This is a lot. I don't know. This is a lot. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to do a cleanse when I get up off of here. Thank you, Tisha. I appreciate you. Star T's Lawson, thank you for the super chat. Says, say Junior, please. I'm so mad God got something for her. Oh yeah, he definitely do, and he gonna do it in front of all of us. We gonna watch her. She's gonna reap this karma in front of every single person, and the people who was with her gonna reap it too in front of every single person. Watch. Mark my words. Miasha Rogers, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, oh my God, she's crying just like that lady did on Sean's show. Everybody ain't lying, but let the internet tell it. We all just hating. If you let the internet tell it, child. Victoria Smith, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Shayla Tulit, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, you remember the clip of blood in the back of Junior diaper? And when she went said, the blood, I meant poop. She always overtelling herself. She always having a Freudian slip telling on herself. That's what she do. Don't worry about it. It's all documented. It's going to come out. Thank you, boo. Star T's Lawson, thank you for the super chat. Says, they just made me cry. This just made me cry. Boo, so sad. Poor Junior. I already know. My night about to be fucked up. I already know. Tipper6733, thank you for the super chat. Says, when Chrisean goes to jail, she gonna beg to be in PC. Yeah, because she can't stand by. I think it would mess her up more to have to sit with herself. It would mess her up more. Love is stronger than death. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, so sad. This is when she was in Oklahoma. He just turned 1. Yeah, thank you so much, boo. Shayla Tulit, thank you for the super chat. Says, he's $1 million policy, baby. That's what it means. She did say, I got $1 million baby. Maybe that's what she meant. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe can I give y'all my conspiracy theory that just popped in my head? What just popped in my head was, at first she did want to abort Junior. That's exactly what she wanted to do. But I think she got caught up and realized it's too late. Not only that, I think the industry told her to have this baby and they'll let her do whatever she wants with this baby. And so she did just that. Had this baby and was able to do whatever, however, whenever she want with this baby. Run them all up through the mud, have them look in the mess, feel in the mess, treat them like crap. And there's nothing we can do on the internet. And I think that's part of her protection and her humiliation ritual in that industry shit. And that's why we got to sit here and just talk about watching this baby suffer. That's why we got to get interviews of a young lady on here talking about how she cried because of the smell that came from this brand new baby. He ain't 3 years old yet. And you got people on here talking about him having rashes with green shit coming out the back and his genitals not working and him smelling like dead bodies. This ain't a normal fucking conversation to have about a toddler. This ain't a normal conversation to have about nobody, let alone a toddler. I'm just saying, this ain't no average, random, everyday kind of freaking conversation that we having right here. But again, let me hurry up and get up off of here, girl. Thank you so much, Shayla Too Lit. Hey, Miss Parker, thank you for the super chat. Says, sad to say, I believe that judicial system let Chrisean go because they know down the pike a under is on the horizon. Hate to be so bold, but true. Yeah, I can see that. Because the media and the industry and the Gundam people is cutthroat. They don't give a damn about her or Junior or us for that matter. They don't care. Yeah, I can see all of that. Absolutely. Drea, thank you so much for the being a member for 4 months. Says it's skin breakdown from not turning him. #save Junior. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking bed sores, or like you said, skin breakdown, because if y'all don't know what bed sores are, a lot of elderly people get it because they lay down in one spot for long periods of time. That causes your skin to develop sores. And if those sores aren't clean and you're not flipped so that the sores could get air, it gets infected, and then infection could lead to death. So when she said that he had the rash and it was green stuff on his back, I assume that it was a bed sore, and not because he's always in the bed, because every time we see him, he's laid down. That's why the back of his head is smushed like a pancake, because every time we see him, he on his back, which would definitely cause him to possibly get bed sores. So when the lady said the rash and the stink, I'm thinking bed sores, but like the same thing, skin breakdown. It's the same thing. And again, you can sit up here and act like we making that up, but look at the back of his head. The back of his head proves that he spends most of his time on his back. The reason why the back of his head is flat as a pancake is because he spends the majority of his time day in and day out like this. That's probably why when she pick him up, he still do this. Because that's all he know. That's all he know. His whole life he been like this. Thank you, boo. Miasha Rogers, thank you for the super chat. Says, if the church was right, they would have let CPS in and told her, I will stand by your side through this. If the church was right when she came in there, they would have helped her correct that situation. If the church was right, they wouldn't have allowed her to just come in there all the time dropping off money without checking on her seed. If the church was right, they wouldn't let the bitch through the doors. Let's talk about that. It's so many if the church was right. The church is trash. If you still go to church, God bless your soul, child. The church, as we know it, is trash. Trash. Like that boy be on Facebook. No cap. Star-Tease Lawson, thank you for the super chat. Says, did you catch how the pastor is leaning away from him like he could smell him? I could probably believe it. And let me ask about the boxer dude. The boxing trainer dude. He be over there dapping up Junior. Do you smell him? The one who be over there talking about they getting Chrisean ready for the fight. They don't give a damn about Junior neither. All they care about is their payday. So they gonna everybody cosplaying. You know what else it made me think about? Y'all remember that episode of Baddies when Chrisean went there with Junior? Hold on. And remember how remember how Natalie and them kept looking at Junior when Chrisean was sitting across from them? And remember I said, ooh, girl, they act like they don't even want to look at the baby. Hold on. They was like, I said, girl, it looked like they don't even want to look at the baby. Let me see if I can find that video. Ooh, wee. What was it, Baddies? What baddies was it, y'all? Girl, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Because they was making faces. Her and Rolly. Both of them were making faces like they didn't want to make eye contact. But now that I know what we know now, it probably was more than that. It probably was they smelt that baby and didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, make a face. Girl, if I can't find this clip, I can't find it. It must not be meant for me to talk about it, girl. Y'all go back and watch that episode. Let me try on TikTok. Go back and watch that episode on Baddies. When Chrisean came back to Baddies and her and, what's that girl name? Her and Tifa kept getting into a fight. When they were on that show and she went to go sit down with the girls, when Rockhead went sat down with the girls and they was playing like she was changed and all of that, Rolly and Natalie kept making faces while this baby was sitting at this table. They kept looking over there, but making faces. They would not make eye contact, but they kept like, because I remember talking about it. And I said, maybe they don't want to look at the baby because if they look, then we'll know that something is wrong. Now that I know the baby having an odor issue, it could be they smelt them and they didn't want to look weird for that either. I can't find it. But go back and look at that there's the episode where Tifa meets up when she said, remember Tifa, you asked me to eat your pussy. That episode or the one before that, when she first pull up and she's supposed to be a changed person. She's in all white. She's rolling Junior in the stroller and she's just like, oh yeah. And everybody like, oh, we can look at Chrisean and tell that she's changed. Watch Natalie and Rolly's face. If somebody go pull that clip, I'm telling you, you're going to see it. Watch their face. Because I was thinking they just don't want to look at them because then we'll know. But now, ooh. So I believe the pastor was leaning away because he don't want to smell him. He got to play his role. How do you say it? I don't want to pronounce it. I'm going to just call you Lemon God. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Vu, I feel like she hasn't said anything to March about the live she did because Rockhead is scared what March knows about Junior. Oh, she's not going to say much. If anything, she's going to make sure her and March remain cordial. Not friends, but at least cordial enough where March don't come out here and spill her tea. But she ain't got to worry about that. It's coming out. I don't know who's going to bring it out, how it's going to come out. I believe that this lady we just watched is one of the people that's helping to usher it out, but it's coming out. Tisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Says contracted mean they're folded up. Child. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you again. She says like the club feet and he doesn't use his hands. Oh my God. He don't. Even when he was scratching, his little hand was like this. He don't even know how to scratch. God. Celebrity Scandalous, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, my mom A&P Pediatrics, and what that lady describes sounds right. That's why she doesn't take him to the doctor. When my mom's diabetic patient's parents weren't following protocol, CPS could be called. And that makes all the sense why she won't run him to the doctor. There you go. Because if them people get in there, they are mandatory reporters, mandated reporters. And if they get in there and see that Junior is either not being taken care of or he's had issues, especially if they know that she knew about these issues from birth, her ass going to jail. To hell with CPS. She goes to jail for neglect. That's called child neglect. That's insane. Thank you, Celebrity Scandalous. Candle Butler, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Honey, Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Parker, I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Says, meaning her committing a murder to her son. Yeah. But I told y'all, I believe my conspiracy theory is that's the ritual to kill him on live in front of all of us. Gradually. Not instantly. Gradually. That's my theory. Tracy's 8814. Thank you for the super chat. Says, like you said, God sits high and looks low. The universe is undefeated and it gets back. Facts. Love you, Vu. Facts. Let me tell you something. One thing about it, two things for sure. She can't hide from God, and she can't hide from the ancestors, and she can't hide from the universe. It's coming. Meet me over here. We're going to discuss it. And Miasha, thank you so much for the super chat. Says there's no way she's taking him to any kind of doctor because she would be in jail. Absolutely. And Trap House Mysteries, thank you so much for the super chat. Says she's going to use religion as to why she doesn't seek care. A local woman got off on murder for letting her son rot away with cancer and equals religion. Yep. That's probably what she's using as her defense right now. In case something happens, she can say, well, I was under some level of religious psychosis. I don't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. We'll keep our ears pierced or close to the streets. If you guys hear anything, please let me know. If you guys know where I can find that full live, please send it to me, a link, voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll come back and jost the whole live. I need to hear the live so I can understand a little bit more of a context of what this lady was saying, because even with what she said, it was too much for me. If you care about a person, let alone a child, then it should be too much for you. But with that being said, I'm about to get up off of here, y'all. We done been on here damn near 3 hours, too long. I got to get off of here. It's 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night. I'll see y'all at some point this weekend. When I get the live, I'm going to go find it, and I'm going to go read it and watch it, and we're going to come back and Joe. Thank you, Lola. I appreciate you, baby. Somebody said they sent it to me. But with that being said, dog, y'all, take care of each other. And please, y'all, keep all jokes. I'm not even being funny. Really, send a prayer up for Junior tonight, for real. All jokes. I need everybody for real to use your energy for something good. You ain't even got to get down on your knees, but put a positive thought into the energy, into the universe for Chrisean Jr., because that baby is suffering. And rest in peace to Ronnie, because we knew that he was the only person who wanted to save that baby. But with that being said, I'm going to hop up off here. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up. Then it bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then it bust it open for your B-O-Y. Bend it, for your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bust or not. Come on, Blaze, so you know. Drop me a nasty beat.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.